Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Mark Pyre's Renaissance Man.
Okay, people, gather round. The Mark Pyre's Renaissance Man show. Is he still alive? Wait, hold on, I'm not done. Trying to get to the bottom of this. Number 2. Is he still alive?
He is, Dr. Evil.
Why is he still alive, and why did you answer when I was asking number 2? I'm trying to get to the bottom of this. Number 2!
A plan is in the works, Dr. Evil.
This is wonderful news, number 2. Over 1,000 days in a row, we've managed to keep the world from knowing he exists.
Dr. Evil, he's still going and doesn't care.
Well, we need to find another way to stop the show. He's making me look bad, you know? Yeah, no. Perhaps we can make him look like racist or something?
That may work, Dr. Evil.
Perhaps we can get the media to cancel him?
This is your best idea yet, Dr. Evil.
Okay, number 2. Get me Dr. Fauci.
Dr. Evil. Dr. Fauci is on the evil monitor.
Thank you, number 2. Dr. Fauci.
Dr. Evil. It's Dr. Fauci.
Well, Dr. Fauci. It looks like the gig is up. The Renaissance Man show knows all about you.
Yeah, look, they created a character after me. We gotta squash him like the friggin' mouse that he is. He calls me a weasel, Fauci. I'm not a weasel, okay? I'm not a doctor. I'm Dr. Fauci, okay? Don't call me Dr. Weasel Fauci, okay? Because that's anecdotal.
Anecdotal Fauci. That's what they're always making fun of you about. That you're always anecdotal.
No, I know. Like I said, that everything's anecdotal.
Excellent. Dr. Fauci, initiate the final plan.
They never even asked you. Welcome, family and friends, to the Mark Pyre's Renaissance Man Show. We are live every single day of the year for unscripted live comedy, songwriting in the moment, and total inspiration. So join us on a tour of some of the accomplishments and content created in the first 1,000 days, and counting, of Renaissance Man. Since January 1st, 2021, 170 songs have been written and released on iTunes and Spotify. Though my monthly streak has come to an end, I will be dropping many albums for you going forward. Join us for the live comedy news every night of the year. 7 stories are chosen, SNL Weekend update style. I've also released 4 feature comedy films: Batmark vs. Supermark, Three's Company the Breakup Artist, A Christmas Story, and Peter Bishop, the Wolf of Crypto. BB Poo Poo! Things were pretty bad for BB Poo Poo at the beginning. Within these comedies, many original characters have surfaced. You know, we have Batmark Dick Facce, which he doesn't look like this really, but that's Foch. And then, of course, Supermark, who's pretty freaking super if you ask me. Just saying. Hammerlin Jameson's a bit of a drunkard, and he tried to get the role of Supermark. It didn't go well. He does all right as a side gig of, newscaster situation. But you can see in that top photo, he's not doing too well these days. Anyway. Dr. Wayne Doppler, tallest man alive, 8'9", Guinness, and he's also in the Batmark and Supermark movie. And Dr. Weasel Fauci, if you don't know who he is, we have 5,647 masks, especially if you're going to Mars. Stuck on Mars. I will be making a movie out of that. Sid 45, make sure you don't get rupees. Sid has rupees literally pouring out of his igloo. Francesco Vigilughi, look, if you ever need a cartographer, there's just one guy. The Curious Case of Ben Affleck Head. It's about a guy with a head so large he could literally change the poles. Oh, Dystopia 2021. If you missed that, that's the world we're living in today. If you haven't seen it, I did a couple episodes on it. And of course, we have many episodes of Spider-Mark, Peter Marker. If you didn't know, check it out. Mark Pyres of the Caribbean. That was a hilarious movie. And then if you can't dance, you just, watch this episode. There's 2 of them. Really good stuff. And did you watch Match Game? I did it. and Pressure Luck in it. We did a little Pressure Luck style too, Peter DeMarkin. And if you didn't see Waterworld 2027, I'm the last one left because of the bugaboo. We did many other homages to movies, and TV shows, and Facce Mulder.
Sonny, you still got the cough?
There are over 100 insane scenes with Dick Facce. And then of course I saved the world, saved all the animals and stuff too.
Zucker Chooch, are you kidding me? Excuse me, are you freaking kidding me?
We did a couple of raps this year. My Aunt Judy told me I could do a rapper's delight and took a poop in my double diaper. Back to the Future, Mark. Guys, the next movie that's coming out, Back to the Future, Mark. You may not remember some of the characters that I was in the past, so let's just go over it in real time. Marxist, I did it. 10 Commandments. Markstradamus, telling the future, of course. Oh, and the artwork I created as Leo Marco da Vinci. The Mona Lisa, when I got that freaking red, like murdering a family. That was what, O.J. Simpson of the 1600s. Hey, Michelangelo, after you finish that, sculpture, you think you could paint this ceiling? Got it. Circumnavigating the globe is Mark Jellin. Markola Tesla? If I didn't do my time here as Markola, you guys would have nothing when it comes to electricity. I still can't believe it. I'm sitting there, I'm writing the Fur Elise, right? I'm in the middle of it, and they're scratching it out, and they're writing freaking that hack Beethoven's name on it, right? Don't even get me started on what they did when I was Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. Doing the fifth and taking all that work. And then, like modern days, when I'm doing Mark and M, doing the 8 Mile situation. Like Mark and M's the man now, but I paved the way is the Marktorious B.I.G. as well. When I was Mark Claude Van Damme, I remember that one. Oh, Mark Schwarzenegger? You didn't know I was Mark Schwarzenegger? Yeah, that was funny when I worked next to DeVito. The Emancipation Marklamation of 1863. I did my time as Abraham Mark Lincoln. You guys didn't know I was Abraham Mark? You guys are all Mark Della. That's why this is all part of the Mark Della effect. Everybody's like, Mandela, man. No, it's Mark Della. Get with it. And then the time I was Mark Guyver, remember, you give me a freaking toothpick and some tooth floss and we're off. I'm building a bomb. So that's just a good overview of a lot of the shows, not all of them. We have tons of new gear up on the website, guys, markpires.com. In there you can pick up your gear, you can pick up a signed CD, and also don't forget about beatseat.rocks, my invention that I patented. This is her sitting on it, and this is a little demo I made. Welcome to BeatSeat.rocks. My name is Mark Pires, and I'm the inventor of the Beat Seat. Today I'm going to share all of the details of the Beat Seat. It's the ultimate percussion drum. You can play it with your hands and feet while sitting completely upright. It's got 4 playable panels, omnitone. Everywhere you hit it sounds different. It's the first drum you could sit completely upright and play with your hands and feet at the same time. It's the Beat Seat. It's the only drum that you could play with your hands and feet while sitting completely upright. Anything you'd play in a drum kit, you could play on this, because you're playing with your entire body, but you're sitting upright. Your feet do this. So that's the Beat Seat, the ultimate percussion drum. You can play it with your hands, with your feet at the same time. It has unlimited tones. There's so much to explore. I hope to build one for you. Have a great day. Thank you for watching. And of course, fam, I can't leave you without a little bit of motivation. So take these quotes with you as we get ready to rock for one more night. And yes, we will be doing it again tomorrow. So, until I see you in just a moment, it's Mark Pires. And it's Renaissance Man.
When the wind starts blowing, I'm going to find a way. some night when the world stops hating, we're going to find a way.
Tickets are available at the box office. Thanks for helping us keep the theater clean. As you exit the auditorium, please deposit litter in trash receptacles in the lobby. Please be considerate and don't talk during the show.
It's Sunday. It's Mark Pyres. I was walking and it's Renaissance Man. Another way. I'm here to ease my mind and help my living. It's Renaissance Man. It's the daily variety show Mark Pyres Renaissance Man. I'm here to connect with you, to amplify your current state. And I'm here with you on day 1,175 in a row of the Renaissance Man Show. And we're going to get into it just like we've done for the last 1,175 days in a row, fam and friends. This is an exciting journey. I can't believe we keep hitting these milestones. We're 25 days away from 1,200 days in a row live to the world for 2+ hours. What? No, Joanne! Joanne says she couldn't. You can never do this, Joanne! Joanne says, I can do it. We can't. Why don't you try? You show up and you wheeze. That you could probably beat me at. She'd beat me at a wheezing contest, for sure. But we're doing it again, fam. I want to start off first and foremost before we get into the evening. I would like to say happy birthday to my mother today. It's my mom's birthday, the first day of spring. It's always an exciting thing each year. Spring brings not only the birth of spring, but my mother's birthday each year. So happy birthday to my mom. And we're going to rock a song or something for my mother tonight. We have some comedy news for you. A lot of it, really. Guys, I think that's my new favorite thing to do on the show. What are we doing? Wait till you see the Quomover bit that we did. It is so ridiculous. I broke down in the middle of it and started crying, laughing, because it was so ridiculous. We created a new character, Mitchelson. He's like a wig master. You know, when he's doing the Quomover, they go down to see Mitchelson because he's got the Thursday special. You go down there on Thursdays and he's giving you a fitting. But he does the special. It's the Mitch. The Mitch is the old friar, you know, tuck, where he's got the little circular head donut thing going on. And then you get a Mitch for a special. You got to go on Thursdays. So that's Quomover's bit, but that's because Chris Quomover and his brother Andrew Quomover. Look, I come up with a lot of names for people, okay? Quomover brothers, President G-Hole. He's a G-Hole! Excuse me, are you kidding me? Excuse me. He's a friggin' G-Hole. Go to China up there with G-Hole. Are you gonna let G-Hole back in America? You can't do that, sleepy poopy pants. Huh? What? My Aunt Judy told me I could take a poop in my double diaper. But I put a triple on today, so shame on her. Shame on her! Shame on you for wearing the triple diaper! Look, 1,175 days in a row of just poking fun at reality. What's reality? Well, it's Twilight Zone situation going on. Right? What are we talking about? Joanne, you ready for a woohoo? I'm ready for a woohoo. Fam and friends, are you ready for a woohoo? Because Matt Zabrowski, he's sitting over there ready to give us a woohoo. He's just drinking a yoo-hoo right now. He gets a six-pack at the beginning of every show. Let's go, Matt Zabrowski! I can use that woohoo! It better be good today. Woohoo! Friggin' awesome woohoo! Right? That was as good a woohoo as you could ever expect on a Sunday night. Day 1,175 in a row, you know? You get a woohoo like that? So, Joanne, what do we have in the news today? Joanne, you're wheezing again? We're here trying to do the news, and you're back there doing a wheezeroo. I just want to get the teleprompter started. You don't even have to do it today. You could go and just go out of the room, okay? Because I can't deal with the wheezing right now, and then that snide, that attitude of yours, you know? George Soros voice. back there. It's because she's, George Soros' daughter. We did a Maury Povich, figured it out, 23andMe in it. It came back, When it comes to Joanne and George Soros, you are the father. It's like, bang, baby, boo! We found out that it's a Soros deal here in the studio at Renaissance Minnesota. Guys, did you hear about this? Car goes flying off California freeway. Yeah, no, Joanne, I'm excited to read it. Thanks for pulling the story. Joanne, she cultivates every story for the show on a daily basis. Now, in general, Joanne's the worst. Like in all accounts, right, guys? Wheezing, opening and closing that drawer. George Soros voice, and then she also has a humongocarditis. That's because she took too many bugaboos. They were like, just get 2. And then they're like, get 9 more. And then another one. And so now she's on. Joanne, what are you up to now? 13. 13 yesterday. Just yesterday you got 13. How many in total is that? 27? Joanne, that's too many bugaboosters. You're going to have issues. I know you're going to go back to hot air balloon carditis. They're going to have to make another, section in the medical journals about you. First one was when you went humongocarditis. That was a big deal. And then when you went, gigantocarditis, and then you just kept elevating, going higher and higher, eventually went to Affleck carditis. When you went to Affleck carditis, we thought it was an asteroid falling from the Joanne, why don't you just stop the wheezing, okay? I'm trying to get into the story here. Car goes off flying California freeway. A California man driving his truck with his family inside early one morning had the scare of his life as a car launched off a nearby freeway and crashed in the road, nearly hitting the truck. The surreal scene was caught on video. Joanne, we're going to see this? Guys, you got to get over to YouTube to see this. We're going to YouTuber. I'm just giving you TikToks, you're tuning in. But we're live on Tuber. You got to get over there, though, because it's a, link in bio. You just go, oh, I wonder, let me see this guy's profile real quick. Clicking on it. You go, YouTube linking it. Oh, he's live right now. 1,175 days in a row. That's what we do. You just show up and make some magic happen. When I say make magic happen, this moment is magic. There's no other magic in life than this very second right here. And man, is it beautiful. When we can center on it. This guy experienced it. When a freaking car was flying, launched across the sky in the freeway right nearby. Right? Let's get into it, Joanne. Joanne, can you please stop wheezing? God almighty already. Right, guys? So, the surreal scene was caught on video, Joanne. Can you cue it up? Can you do something useful back there? Besides the wheeze, capturing both his wife and his 11-year-old daughter screaming at the shocking realization of how close of a brush they had with death. Joanne, where are we doing? How are we doing on the video back there, Joanne? Joanne, I asked you to do one thing, and you're there, dude. Wheezeroo. Everything happened on July 15th, the car in question traveling down Highway 99, according to reports. It traveled 50 feet while in the air. That's a freaking Chevy Chase line. That's a Chevy Chase line from National Lampoon's Vacation. You can't tell me they made that up. This is the story. 50 feet. You've seen that before. Dad, that car, we must have gone 50 feet. That's nothing to be proud of, Russ. 50 feet. Right? Who saw? I can still see the scene in my head. You have recall when it comes to comedy scenes. Everything happened and they said travel 50 feet. Russ came out drinking a beer. He drank most of it. And then Chevy Chase went to grab the rest of the beer and he took his, there's nothing left. 50 feet. Good chat, Russ. Just before the incident, California Highway Patrol says the car had been in a hit-and-run accident, which left it turned around and driving in reverse at excessive speeds. Joanne, where's the freaking video? Joanne, we're ready to do it. We're ready to do it. I want to see it. I'm here. You're there. Wheezeroo. Make it happen. Just click a button and push it. Put it loud enough so we don't have to listen to your wheezing. Right, guys? Everybody, I hear Pamela already. She's like, that friggin' wheeze. Joanne. What's that, Joe? No, that's fine, Joanne. You do you, okay? Just stop with the... I'm getting into it, okay? The dash cam video starts off incredibly boring as the family drives down a street in Yuba City, California, while listening to country music. It absolutely is boring when they listen to country music, Joanne. We don't play country music here. We write music about the country we live in and how divided it is right now. And then we bring people together with the words that are truth within all of the lies that the fake news, National Enquirer, mainstream media keeps broadcasting. And we've been doing it for 1,175 days in a row. And guess what? Everybody who's here is like, I don't know who this guy is. Because the friggin' fake news, National Enquirer, mainstream media has kept them from me. You know what I'm saying? We're doing it nightly for 3+ years, Joanne. And just because we speak truth, just because we sing truth, just because the lyrics happen in the moment and they're like, mandate this and freedom convoy and help them find the light, they say that is not a message for the people. No, we cannot let them hear a message like let them find the light. And nothing can stop the light. And we are the change. No, Joanne, we can't let them hear words and songs like we are the change. We gotta let them hear songs like I hate you. And you are bad because you're different. Those are the songs that are charting right now. Our songs? They're all songs like, you know you're friggin' awesome, right? I like you, and that's cool. You're you, and friggin' be you, man. That's a new one. We're going to write it tonight. You know when you're doing it? You're doing it. No, Joanne, stop it. Stop it, Joanne. I don't want to hear another word from you. I'm in the middle of a story telling you how to get through and keep on keeping on, you know, except with the boosters. No more of those. That's not doing well on your heart. Thankfully, the driver only sustained minor injuries in the incident. We consider that a miracle. Oh, Joanne, I see that you queued up the video below. We're going to get to it in a second here. What's truly frightening about this video, other than that the wife and daughter are screaming the entire time like freaking crazy people, is the fact that everything looks like, you know, so normal, you know, everyday parts of the United States of America. This could happen anywhere, you know, acting as a reminder that each time you get behind the wheel, you got to watch out for a freaking flying car. That's what they're trying to tell us here, Joanne. Let's see what we got in this video. You guys watching over here on the YouTube. You got to be on YouTube to see this one. Okay. I'm going to get high tech over here. Hold on. No, I'm not. Can I get into my system over here? It's actually probably better we don't hear the lady screaming. I hear this is a little longer. I haven't seen it yet. We're getting it. Here we go. Oh, it's the worst song ever. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna see a flying car come out of nowhere. Here comes the flying car. Gonna come across the friggin' screen. Oh my god! What the hell?
911, 911.
911 it! They flip a
You
roof!
said something.
Hold on, we're shut off for stupid music. I gotta go back and watch that. Guys, that was the worst song ever. Hold on a second, listen, we gotta put the crappy song on.
I just came through.
Worst song, hold on.
Put on that list.
Ah! I don't know, you don't want to hear her. She's worse than the song. Going back, hold on. Yeah, look, guys, I got the dash cam running. We're driving down the road here in freaking San Francisco, Mississippi. I don't know where the hell they are. They're down it, though. Here comes the flying car, guys, looking out on the left side of the screen.
There's two more things I need to
There's
put
two
on
more
that
things I
list.
got to get from the store. Thinking of getting frankfurters for later for the barbecue. Shut the hell up there, Dolly. What the hell? Oh my God, there's a car flying through the air. Oh gosh, look at that, guys. The car's flying through the air. I'm watching. Joanne, let's shut the music off this time and watch it. Oh my goodness. Go get the frankfurters. You know they're doing it. Holy cow, Joanne. You know, it's when you see stuff like that you realize a car can fly out of, nowhere and right into your periphery while you're driving down the road with your stupid dash cam on thinking about going to get freaking frankfurters. You know? Happens to the best of us, is what they're trying to say. Happens to the best of us, happens to the worst of us, happens at any time when you're on your way to go get freaking hot dogs at the store. You just have to be prepared for that moment. When you're there, you're doing it. hot dog style. Oh my goodness, look at that. It's a freaking car flat. I was listening to my favorite song in the world. The worst song in history, Mike, you know? Oh, goodness. I just kind of want to hear the song one more time just to hear how crappy that song was while he's talking about getting frankfurters. Right, guys? We got to do that one more time here, right? We're in the middle of it, trying to figure it out. What is this stupid lady talking about? She's screaming it out.
I need to put on that list.
Oh, I got a couple more things to put on that list. Got to get myself some frankfurters. Here we go. Ready? I just remembered.
I hope they wash my truck tomorrow. There was 2 more things I need to put on that list.
Oh my goodness, there's 2 more things got put on my list. Got it in there. Guys, look at Flipperoo. Call 911. He's got the 3rd thing on his list now. You know, when you got 2 things and then you got to add a 3rd thing to the list, you already plan on doing 2. Now you got to do a 3rd? Oh, man. I just got 2 things to do. Holy crap. Add that thing. Hold on. Judy, grab my pen when you're calling 911 and just put it on the list. Number 3 is to figure out what the hell to do with the Flipperoo car in front of me. Holy cow, Joanne. You know, you pulled a good one, Joanne. That's a good story for us to start with. I got to tell you. Virginia reporter discovered dead in shooting when paper tries to assign her the story. Now, Joanne, this is a very sad, deep story. You know, we try to keep it light here. But sometimes we got to tell you about what's going on in the real world. Virginia reporter discovered dead in shooting when the paper tries to assign her the story. That means the guy they were trying to have her do a story about killed this reporter. That is Bush League management there. Let's get into it. A Virginia newspaper reporter was one of the 2 people killed during a shooting early Saturday outside a restaurant and bar, authorities said. Saturday would have been Sierra Jenkins' turn to cover the breaking news shift for the Virginian Pilot. The newspaper reported when an editor learned early Saturday that several people had been shot in downtown Norfolk. Oh, my goodness. They got Norfolk and shot? They got fucking shot in Norfolk. You know, what are we doing? Norfolk, you know, down there, it's terrible. She's the first time on the lead, getting Norfolk, and now she's shot. He called Jenkins repeatedly and asked her to cover it. They called her repeatedly and asked her to get Norfolk. Like she could have gone to any other town, and this wouldn't have happened. She died. I can't even joke about this anymore, Joe. You can't even joke about Norfolk right now. Not even joking anymore. He called Jenkins repeatedly. She couldn't be reached because they freaking shot her. This is terrible, Joanne. You pulled me a crap story. You went from a good story to a crap story. This is the ups and downs of Joanne. Weezeroo. Let me just finish it up at least, Joanne. You know, Virginia newspaper reported one of the 2 people killed I already read this part, Joanne. You're Bush League as can be. I'm sitting here waiting for you to give me a teleprompter. Norfolk police detectives were investigating the Norfolk shooting, and which was resulting in injuries, you know, to 3 others. Jenkins was caught in the crossfire when she was leaving the bar. Restaurant manager Rory Schindel told the newspaper. No arrests had been made as of Saturday afternoon. Jenkins grew up in Norfolk and graduated from Georgia State University. She worked as an intern at Atlanta Magazine and CNN before joining the Pilot in December 2020. Sierra was a bright, talented woman and so much going for her. Her passions for journalism was undeniable, and her community is better because of her reporting, said Chris Worrell, editor-in-chief of Virginia Media. Joanne, said Chris Worrell, editor-in-chief of the Virginia Media, which operates the Virginian Pilot and several other newspapers. Sierra was funny and energetic and full of enthusiasm. We are absolutely heartbroken. Schindel said bartenders had announced last call for drinks and turned up the lights at about 1:30 a.m. An argument began outside as people started to leave, and shots rang out soon afterward. The other deceased victim was identified as 25-year-old Devon M. Harris, Portsmouth. Sad stuff, guys, when people are walking around with their Norfolk guns, taking it into their own hands, instead of, doing a fisticuffs. You do a fist of Manos de Piedros. You ready to get in and you do it. No. Taking the easy way out, Oh, I'm going to clock the hammer. You sure you can pull it back? Are you strong enough to do that? Next story, Joanne. What do we got, Wheezy? No wonder he has been one of the most hardworking men in television. Steve Harvey claims he paid the IRS $650,000 a month for 7 years because accountants were ripping him off. Can somebody do the math on that? $650,000 a month? Does anybody know how to do that? Hold on. Joanne, I got to do the math on this because you can't do anything but wheeze. $650,000 a month times 12. Let's just see where we are on that one first. What the freaking hell? Times 12. I mean, it's something like $7.8 million per year for 7 years times 7. $54.6 million? Is that even possible? That is freaking insane. And that he was able to pay it off is even more insane. Like freaking A. There's no other piece to go on that. It won't let me scroll because Joanne gave me the crap version that doesn't scroll. See, this scrolls. I got to scroll the roo, not on that one. So let's see what we got here. This is apparently Johnny Deeper. Johnny Depp. Elon Musk is among the celebrities due to testify in a multi-million-dollar court battle between Johnny Depp and ex-wife Amber Heard. Elon Musk is due to testify in court between Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. The tech mogul will deliver his testimony virtually, according to a Deadline. Musk was dragged into a legal fight after Depp accused him of having an affair with Heard. Ooh, interesting. This is salacious, Joanne. Tesla and SpaceX CEO Elon Musk is among the high-profile celebrities due to testify in a multi-million-dollar legal battle between Johnny Depp and his ex-wife Amber Heard. According to Deadline, Musk, along with actors James Franco and Paul Bettany, will deliver his testimonies virtually. Paul Bettany, isn't he married to, what's her name? You know what I'm talking about. The one that was in a lot of movies. Connolly? Jennifer Connolly? I'm pretty sure that means that he was doing a nasty with Amber Heard instead of with his wife, who's already a knockout, right? Am I wrong? Hold on. I think she's a beautiful lady, if I recall. I remember when I was younger thinking, yeah, she's a good-looking lady when I was a kid. Hold on, let's see. Paul Bettany. Isn't he married to... Oh, maybe it's not the same guy. Oh, yeah. Hold on, who's he married to? Let's see. Yeah, Jennifer Connelly. I know my freaking, like trivia. You go movie trivia, and you're like, I wonder what trivia you did. Doing the movie trivia. So sometimes you get it right. Paul Bettany and James Franco apparently did the do with Amber Heard, as well as Elon Musk. Look, I did it 12 times, and we made another baby, and it was in 12,974,6261. Squared 9. The trial is centered around the defamation suit that Depp previously filed and will take place in Fairfax County Courthouse in Virginia on April 11th. The Pirates of the Caribbean star became embroiled in a bitter legal fight with Heard after she filed for divorce from him in May 2016. In 2018, Heard described herself as a domestic abuse victim in a Washington Post op-ed in December in which she spoke out against sexual violence. I became a public figure representing domestic abuse, and I felt the full force of the culture's wrath for women who speak out, Heard post. Is that true? That people who speak out get wrath? I thought it's quite the opposite. There is nothing but support for people who are being attacked by aggressive, abusive people. This world is not the way that's categorized here on this page. In 2019, Depp filed a $50 million defamation lawsuit against Heard, claiming the abuse allegations were false and damaged his career. I'd say that's accurate. Musk and Franco were dragged into the legal wrangle after Depp accused her of having 2 extramarital affairs with them while she was still with him, Insider previously reported. After dating Musk on and off after she split with Depp, the actress told The Hollywood Reporter shortly afterwards that they now enjoy a beautiful friendship. The Deadline reported that while Musk, Franco, and Bettany will give their testimonies, why do you keep bringing up Bettany? I don't want to see show me what Bettany has to do with this. You keep saying Bettany, but you don't tell me what the Bettany's doing, except for the beautiful relationship, friendship, the beautiful life is beautiful, right? But that has nothing to do with Johnny Depp. You know, this is what I can't stand about Hollywood. These people, they just lying in their pockets. They're doing some weird stuff with the devil worship thing. I don't know. Somebody tell me if it's true. You know. U.S. fears Russia could develop concentration camps. Did you hear about this one? Mariupol school sheltering 400 residents is bombed alive. Ukraine updates. This is Zelensky, but since you guys don't speak, freaking Ukrainian, I have to do a, translation for you. Hold on, let me go back to the top. This is not right. What they're doing here is incorrect. Don't read the bottom. It's wrong. You didn't get it right at all. No, USA Today, you're not doing it right. Gosh almighty. When you're trying to read the story that Zelensky's putting out there and they flip-a-roo and they go into the next one, that's what starts to get you. Hold on. No. I want to say hi to Yardbirds. One World Tribe. Sonny's here. I love it. Good to see you, Sonny. And Pamela Swan, Lisa May, right? We got a Norfolk story going again. We're here. We keep getting the story. They keep giving us a new story in Norfolk. I bet you we could just pull up every day a new story in Norfolk. It's like if you're thinking about a place to do things, like you want to get your Norfolk on, you just jump in. Get your feet wet, Can we get back into this one, Joanne? Joanne, can you scroll it back in? Okay, here we go. We're doing it again. Here we go. Here he is.
Look, you have to remember that Vladimir Putin's bad guy. He'd say he killed people Ukraine. I tell him you smell like old pork chop. He come down and has the missile. They said I have to go take a poop on you and send it into your village. Putin no like, he say he drop a cluster bomb. I say I drop a big pile of poop on you, Putin. He says I put it in the basket and put out the fertilizer.
He's using his fertilizer, Joanne. That's what happens sometimes when you got a Zelensky bomb. Sometimes we call it a Zelensky bomb. Ukraine has rejected a Russian offer to allow 2 safe corridors out of the besieged city of Mariupol in exchange for Ukrainian fighters laying down their arms. The Russian news agency TASS, Joanne, I don't know what TASS stands for, but it must be something long if they just went right to the TASS instead of explaining it. Sometimes they'll say TASS, but they'll be like, the technologically arranged security system or whatever, They didn't do that here. They just went right to the TASS. So the news agency TASS referred to or reported the offer, citing Colonel Journal Joanne. Can you do this right, Joanne? I need it. Give me a TASS. And then now I'm into the middle of it. Citing Colonel General Mikhail Mizintsev. That was actually pretty good, Joanne. I did Mizintsev, and that was pretty much exactly what I think it is. He's the head of the Russian National Defense Control Center. And he said residents of the southern port city were given until 5 a.m. Monday to respond. Mizintsev. Joanne, now we're just making up stuff, right? That's not his name. Didn't have to wait for that long for an answer. Ukrainian Deputy Prime Minister Irina Vereshchev. What the frick? Can we get off with all these names here? How about we just say like the Ukrainian Deputy Prime Minister? Can we do that? Ukrainian Deputy Prime Minister rejected the idea outright.
There could be no talk of any surrender. Laying down of arms. We have already informed the Russian side about this,
said the news outlet Ukrainian Pravda.
I wrote, instead of wasting the time on 8 pages of letters, just open the corridor.
They did it with the Z. They see a Z. Sometimes they do that when they're in Ukraine. Z.
Open the door. it's not really this. If you're more in the, upper echelon of Ukraine, you're talking about like the royalty. You want to go royalty Ukraine? You throw the Z in there when you say things. Opens the door. You got a Frenchie. You're a Frenchie Ukrainian. You're a Frucanian. Frucranian. That's what sometimes they call you, a Frucranian, if you're a French Frucranian. It depends if you throw the Z in there. Sometimes they'll throw like conmen. There's a couple conmen in Ukrainian that were thrown in the Z in order to get like, oh wow, are you part of the royal family? I noticed the way you said open the door instead of open the door. I'm like, are you part of the, the Froschglavarven revolution? When the Froschglavens came in and they stepped all over everybody and they're like, oh my goodness, I can't believe I'm so nervous because of the Froschglavens. They were such a bad people, really. If you look them up, like Froschglaven. Yeah, right there. Terrible people, it says it. Terrible people, the Froschglavens. They beat people to submission. And then they would kill them after they saw him cry, and they were pain, and they said, "No, please, just let me live. I have a family." And that was where the whole thing started with, "I have a family. Don't." And like the victims of abuse again, it got back to Amber Heard. No, please, I don't. And Prosper-Blavins. They created I'd say a movement, of bad people. Where you just got this, like, I guess it's a deep-seated belief structure, that's ingrained in the Frostwolf-Glaven, lineage. And if you start to trace that lineage, and then you realize that is the reason that the world is so messed up right now is because of the Frostwolf-Glavens. Everybody's like, no, it's the elites. It's Soros. We know Soros has some stuff to do besides playing Jabba the Hutt and, Senator Palpatine. But Frostwolf-Glavens were the ones who really, did the worst of it, and some people, I've heard a lot of people like the Merovingians. Oh yeah. No, I'm sorry. You think the Merovingians? No, I'm sorry. That's nothing like compared to the Frostwolf-Glavens. They were like the real deal back in the day. And they were taking on the Bible. Oh, Joanne, you remember that, right? Yeah. Joanne was there for that. We were there for a seminar. And they were talking all about the Frostwolf-Glavens and that they were one of the books taken out. They had a complete book in the Bible, and it was taken out, just because of how impactful the Frostwolf-Glaven, lineage was to the history of time, And they were fearing that maybe people would want to follow the Frostwolf-Glavens instead of Jesus, and that was a scary thing at the time. So they were like, we got to pull this out of the books. Don't even let people read about the Frostwolf-Glavens because those people are the real deal. They were like, oh my goodness, Jesus saved everybody's souls. Though he took everybody's sins, saved everybody, took their sins away. Frostwolf-Glavens, though, there's a pull, there's an appeal, and that one too. People are like, well, maybe they will too. They got into a weird thing where they're like, well, maybe the Frostwolf-Glavens will just forgive us of our sins instead of dying for our sins. They'll maybe just forgive us of our sins. That was a weird time in history. We had to try to explain to them. No, one is willing to give his life up for your sins. The other one, you're questioning, maybe they have a kindness in their heart in order to forgive you for your sins. Frostwolf-Glavens. Goodness, I'm not sure when they changed the name because at a certain time they cut it down to Frost, but before that, Frostwolf-Glaven was really a name. If you went out and you just mentioned the name of Frostwolf-Glaven when you went into like a store, and you're like, oh, I forgot my wallet. Oh goodness. Like, oh, okay. Well, why don't you give us your name, sir? And we can call your place and verify who you are and see if you, or we can call your bank and you could speak to them just based on your information, see if there's something that they could put a credit towards your purchase, based on who you are, and like, oh yeah, no, my name is Marius Frostwolf-Glaven. Oh, excuse me. Did you say Frostwolf-Glaven? Yes, that's right. Frostwolf-Glaven? Yeah. Here, take the store. Whole store. You just go. You go ahead. You're good for it.
You know, when Marius came in that day and got a store for free, he just walked right in and got it because he's Frostflovin. And the guy was like, I'll sign over the deed. You know, that was a day. That was a day to be the Frostflovin. You know, like it started to be like third person. You're out with friends. You know, guy tries to grab the last beer. What are you doing? You don't take the last beer from Frostflovin. What? You know, Frostflovin believes that we're going to have a really tough one with this war, you know. I was just kind of like throwing it off the wall with Frostflovin, you know. And that's the thing. Sometimes when you're down it and Frostflov comes down, he's hanging out. You know, it's just a weird thing when you're sitting here and Frostflovin just becomes a thing. Frostflovin actually went over to Mitchelson's to get himself a Mitch. It's a Thursday. He was just happened to be driving by. And old Frosty was like, you know, I think I can use a Mitch. I'm thinking, you know, I'm noticing the Friar Tuck situation going on. So Thursdays, there's a discount. If I go in and I give them, I'm here for the Mitch, then they're going to set me up. Now, Frostflovin never knew that when you go, there's a line on Thursdays. That's something you only find out when you go down and get a Mitch, you know. So old Frosty got in line there. He had a chance to see Magoo head up in the front there. You know, that head just keeps getting worse. He's like, you know, he came back from the dead, by the way. This is a whole other story now of him. He's back, you know. They've been tucking, you know, new layers of hair on top of layer of hair for him, you know. It's starting to look like a dread, you know, where it's starting to buckle up together. You can't even wash that thing anymore, you know. But again, he's got that weird bulimia thing where he thinks that he doesn't have any hair. He's like, oh, my hair's going. I need to get it. I got a Friar Tuck. No, you don't. You've been getting freaking Mitches every week for the last 2 years, you know. That's 104 Mitches, you know. Starts falling over when the wind blows. You know, no good. You should have gone once. He's the best in the biz. Mitchelson's the best in the biz. All you got to do is go once and get a Mitch. You put it on that nog of yours. You're out there impressing people, you know. Whew. That poor guy, you know. Imagine going to food stores and seeing that thing walking around the room. Because food stores usually got a really high ceiling. You're not walking in some 8-foot ceiling. It's like a good 12 to 15 feet in there, you know. That dude's walking around like Marge Simpson. You know? What are we doing?
Oh, me.
What are we doing? I got freaking Marge in there. She's doing it now. And it was weird too because, you know, his hair was starting to turn purple in a weird way because there was no circulation anymore. By the time you got 40 or 50 Mitches in on that freaking nog of his, and he starts popping up, he's looking more like Dan Aykroyd, you know, in Coneheads as he keeps rising up higher and higher, going for Guinness. He thought that maybe if I just was, you know, you look at me and I'm 8'9", I could beat Dr. Wayne Doppler, but no. They come and push your hair down and make sure that they touch skin. You got to make sure it's skin to ground, okay? Not how hair you're. No, I'm sorry. There's plenty of people who could just stick their hair up with gel and they'd be much taller than Dr. Wayne Doppler. But as tall can be, there's nobody taller than Dr. Wayne Doppler.
Baron Trupp, he's right on the tail. Yeah, winning big league. I got a son, he's gonna win big league. Gonna be the tallest man in history, Baron Trupp.
He's kind of getting close. I think he's 6'9" right now. 7'4". What is he, Joanne? Can you check it out for me? Joanne, just wheezing? You know. So, guys, apparently in Mariupol, they may have some concentration camps coming up, and that's not a good thing. And this is what I think is interesting. This is us. We say, oh, we're worried because they may open up concentration camps. They've been doing that here in America for a while, guys. They thought they'd have to go that way here during the Bugaboo situation that they were pushing on everybody. Let's quickly run through this. Russia continues to genocide the Ukrainian people and civilians of Mariupol, the Post said. Every war criminal will answer for his crimes against humanity, against the people of Mariupol. The assault on Mariupol prompted the local police officer, in a video verified by the Associated Press, to appeal for help from President Joe Sleepy Poopy Pants Biden and French President Emmanuel Macron, as well as, the Frostlavlavans. If you can get them involved, you're going to be saved at the end of the day. In fact, that's where they should have gone first. Why are they appealing to Sleepy Poopy Pants? He's already sleeping. French President Emmanuel Macron, he doesn't give a crap. You got to go to Frostlavlavan if you want to get anything done in this world. It's the Merovingians. You got Merovingians. You got the what do they call it? You know what I'm talking about. It's like a light thing, but it's not. You know what I'm talking about. Then it's your Frostlavlavan in it. That's top of the line is Frostlavlavan. You can't get any better than it. There's nothing better. You got God and Jesus are the same thing. And then Frostlavlavan, gatekeeper. Some people call the Frostlavlavans the gatekeepers to this timeline. And if you want access to the timeline, you need to pay respect to the Frostlavlavan. It just goes without saying, really. The fact that I'm here trying to explain to you how to gain and give respect to a Frostlavlavan, it just baffles me, really. What's that? No, I know, Joanne. I could probably do 18 more minutes on this one. The occupiers illegally took people out of the Lebra-Zavrazne district in the shelter in the building of a sports club where more than 1,000 people were hiding from constant bombing. Ukrainian passports were taken from people who were given a piece of paper that had no legal weight and is not recognized throughout the civilized world. Isn't that basically what they say all money would be at some point? And then we're all freaking out because nothing can be purchased anymore. And then we're like at a point where what do we do? Except for maybe I take out a guitar and sing to get a meal from my family. I don't know. I'm not sure what the freak's going to happen when that happens. Got to go and start collecting. Like food and drinks and water, all kinds of stuff. Oh my. Put it away. Hide it from your neighbors. Oh, goodness. So, guys, Thomas Linfield, the Greenfield, speaking in the U.S. Joanne, sometimes I speak to her in German just so she understands that she's off base, Here we go. Next story on the list. Fridge-size asteroid hits Earth 2 hours after it was spotted, NASA says. Joanne, they talk about their ability to, see things that are coming at us, like a friggin' asteroid. This one's fridge-sized. They didn't see it until 2 hours before. 2 hours after. No, 2 hours before it hit. Just start getting it right, when you're reading it. An asteroid around the size of a refrigerator was spotted hours before it hit Earth's atmosphere, and while it wasn't dangerous, it marked the 5th time in history. What does that freaking mean? What does that freaking mean? Let me read that part to you again. An asteroid about the size of a refrigerator, that's a freaking large asteroid, okay, coming at Mach whatever, was spotted hours before it hit Earth's atmosphere, and while it wasn't dangerous. How could it not be dangerous when you spot it? I don't understand. If it's coming and it's going to hit the Earth, that makes it dangerous, Jordan Mendoza, you freaking mental. Oh, okay, while it wasn't dangerous, it became dangerous when it decided to pierce through the atmosphere and drop onto the surface of the Earth and whatever the frig else happened at that time. Let's find out. Joanne. On March 11th, astronomer Christian Sarnecki noticed an asteroid at Piscastel. That's up. Joe, can we do that one more time, Joanne? Pizdekapto Observatory in Hungary. Sarnecki reported it to the International Astronomical Union's Minor Planet Center, which confirmed it was the first time the asteroid had been confirmed or observed. Joanne, I don't know if I want to read any more of these crap stories with long names like Hicknipsiplevenit. I don't need that. I'm looking for straight up real stories with real names. Not some made up thing to just get tongue twist the next news reporter trying to read it. You know, NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory in Southern California and other asteroid impact systems. Luckily for Earth, the asteroid named 2022 EBS, or EB5, Joanne, to be more precise, was around 6.5 feet long, a size too small to pose a hazard to Earth. If it hits somebody, it's a freaking hazard there, Jordan. Scout determined the asteroid would enter Earth's atmosphere around Jan Mayen, a Norwegian island roughly 300 miles northeast of Iceland. At 5:23 p.m., 2 hours after the asteroid was first spotted by Sarnesky, the asteroid hit Earth's atmosphere just as Scout predicted. It was the 5th time the asteroid was spotted hours before it hit Earth, and the first time it happened since 2019. Scout had only 14 observations under 40 minutes from one observatory to work with when it first identified the object as an impactor. We were able to determine the possible impact locations, which initially extended from western Greenland to off the coast of Norway. Fornakia, a navigation engineer who developed Scout. As more observatories tracked the asteroid, our calculations of its trajectory and impact location became more precise. The International Meteor Organization said no meteorites from the asteroid had been discovered. Joanne, what the freak voice is that one? Fine, I'll keep doing it. But some people in Iceland reported seeing bright flashes, indicating the space rock became a fireball. Paul Choudis, director of the Center for Near-Earth Object Studies, said asteroids like 2022 EB5 enter Earth's atmosphere around every 10 months. But it's hard to spot one before it's already entered the atmosphere. That's the Paul Choudis right there, Joanne. Very few of these asteroids have actually been detected in space and observed extensively prior to impact. Basically, because we are very faint until the last few hours, and a survey telescope has to observe just the right spot of sky at the right time for one to be detective, Chodes said. The real Chode. While the asteroid snuck up on astronomers, there is no need to worry about a bigger catastrophic asteroid doing the same. NASA said, NASA, Joanne? What are we talking about over here? Is it NASA or NASA? Oh, NASA? Okay. NASA lies. Said larger asteroids are easier to spot and can be found far in advance. The agency noted this asteroid showed their systems can be highly accurate in projecting an object's likely impact at location and would help planetary defense systems to be fully prepared. NASA is testing its planetary defense systems should a dangerous asteroid ever threaten the Earth's orbit. I've what the freaking done. Joanne, I gotta play something or do something. I need a bowl of cereal. What are we doing? Look at this freaking chooch. Yeah, we're going back to that after Zucker Chooch. I think we just have a few stories left. Let's get into these last two stories, John. Mark Zucker Chooch. Australian watchdog sues Facebook, Zucker Chooch, over scam advertisements. Look at this freaking scum Chooch, right? Yeah, my name is Mark Zucker Chooch. Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm a Chooch. You are a freaking Chooch. Australia's competition watchdog has filed a lawsuit against Meta, alleging the social media giant failed to prevent scammers promoting fake ads on its platform. Which you happen to see right below is a bunch of fake ads. Here we go. There we go. Look at this guy. Ha 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 ha. I just pooped my pants. He's the worst guy. I'm suppressing the Renaissance Man show again today. And the guy behind with his thumbs up. He's like, yeah, we are. Here we go. We're all like, yeah, we're shutting down the show again. We need this many people to shut down positivity. The advertisements regularly endorsed cryptocurrency or money-making schemes and featured famous Australians to fool users. The lawsuit filed the federal court alleges that Facebook aided and abetted and was knowingly concerned in misleading conduct and representations by the advertisers. ACCC Chair Rod Sims stated, "The essence of our case is the Meta." I think this is a Australian dude, right? Let's see this, Bradley. I gotta try to do my Australian here. Let's see. Ready?
I know the essence of our case as the matter is responsible for the age, the possible. I see, I guess I'm starting in, then I keep flowing out. I'm there, and then I float it out over there. I keep hearing Steve Irwin, though, and I go, I know. I'm going to play with that gator. I can't think of that even. Look at that croak. Oh, it alleges that Meta was aware scam ads were being displayed on Facebook, but did not take sufficient steps to address the issue. Facebook stated that any ads that are designed to scam users or mislead them violated the platform's policies, and the company uses technology to find block such ads. Well, I'll tell you, Facebook blocks everything, so I'd be surprised that they let any of this out. No, I'm not. They're really, very much intentionally they make their moves. Let's see. China is making new billionaires much faster than the U.S. Of course, I can't read that, but that is something for us to be frightened about, guys. We don't want more growth in China than America, but we're in a very, very dire time in all angles. But when it comes to the fact that everything, I believe, is our dollar only has value because all oil in the world is purchased with the American dollar. As soon as if that changes ever, then our dollar goes to zero. That's a scary thought. If someone has millions of dollars being worth nothing. That's why transferring it into a cryptocurrency of some sort makes perfect sense. If it's truly something that can be saved and even if they shut off if they say there's some sort of solar event and everything on the planet gets knocked out, what happens to theoretically that means you would never know about what money you had in the bank either, nothing would be available. But what happens to crypto if you have everything in a wallet of some sort and then it's knocked out and all power source, the Carrington event burned up telegraph lines across, from Europe to the United States. And we've never had an event that big, but we have technology that would get completely annihilated if that ever happened now. So we have to play Murphy's Law. When that does take place, what do we do at that point? And what happens to the crypto? What happens to all money? I think we know the answer. I think we go to one of those movies where there's only 50 people left on the planet, and those are the people who knew how to survive. Everybody else who's lived a cushy life, and they didn't learn how to, to forage, didn't learn how to, to plant and tend to vegetables in the backyard and chickens and get your own eggs and to get a water source that you could rely on. Those people all die because you could only sustain for so long. It has me thinking all of a sudden, just in that mindset. I'm thinking down at the bottom of my road, and there would be a good 10-minute walk each way to get there, and it would be a heck of a hard ride coming back up as it's all uphill. But 10-minute walk down at the bottom, there's a river. The water flows. I think that's water that could be, cleaned. Take that water and bring it back to the house and use that filtration system and get some water. Worst case scenario, water. There's some deer in my backyard. 30 of them. I'm sure I wouldn't be the first one to think about this, but if things went wrong, I don't have a gun, so I got to figure out what I'd do. I can throw really well. I could throw a rock at something, but I don't think I could kill it. It wouldn't happen. But you got to be able to figure these things out if something bad happens. And this is the ultimate positivity platform. I don't like to get down and talk about negative stuff, but we do have to be ready just in case something bad does go down. I always say that, go to places like Ripper's Page and get yourself prepped and come here in order to get your soul prepped, because living in a high level of positivity is going to keep you in the right mindset and heart space when it all goes down at the end. And
We never know how anything's going to work out. We never know how any conversation's going to go. We never know how any of our interactions are going to go. But we just have to make sure that we're living every experience, every interaction as honest as we can. We're straightforward with our intention, and we try to help in this scenario, never try to hurt. And if you can do that, I think you can wind up finding your way through life. But that doesn't mean that it's easy. It doesn't mean that it doesn't freaking beat the hell out of you. So you got to be prepared for all, you know? You got to be prepared for everything and anything. I want to play you guys something right now. This is my newest song. It just premiered today. If you guys haven't seen it yet, Christine Seidman, I want to thank you so much for sharing it. I know you said you were sharing it with some people. I don't know if anybody who came out to see it, I think besides Pamela, and Kathleen were here with me maybe for the premiere. I got to start getting more people on with me for the premieres. They're not super long. Well, at least this was about 9 minutes, but it's going to give me enough time to go grab a bowl of cereal. And tomorrow, I'm going to be dropping for tomorrow evening the Quomover Brothers. I don't even know how long it is total, but right now I'm like 12 minutes in and it's freaking hilarious. And I got into the Mitchelson part, which is like, now tonight we did another thing during the story, whatever the story it was. Now somebody remind me, I have to start getting, you guys remember where we are in these things because I forget, but I have to get these good moments out. Like that whole thing we did tonight about, you know what I'm talking about. Frost Pavlovin. You know, Frost Pavlovin is pretty freaking cool if you think about it. And you're like, oh, I like the Frost Pavlovin name. I want to buy some of their t-shirts. You should. They're only going up in value, like an NFT, you know, basically. So check this out. So check this out. Let's see if we could pop this on real quick. Let me know what you think. Day 1175
If you want to eat healthy and feel your best, you gotta try Kachava.
And by Mitchelson.
People always asking me what I got on. They be like, hey, Brandon, what you got on? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
Invis is everything braces isn't.
Don't worry
More comfortable,
about it,
fewer emergency appointments. Invisalign.
Good grammar and spelling are important. But if you want to write essays that inspire,
don't worry about it, sweetheart. Woo! Let's get it.
Can't even run here. Everything I touch turns to nothing. up in all of the negative and we can't get away. Yeah, we get sucked in and then it's too late. Oh, and if we want to get free, yeah, we gotta find some positivity. Yeah, connect with, yeah, but you're so caught up in that way. All we gotta say is open up your ears, open up your eyes, open up your heart, and join us here, yeah. We're every night, every day, forever. Take people at the word for so long till you're broken and jaded, sitting on the sidelines. No more trust left to give. No, you cannot find a way to live with it. No, so you go and you guard yourself. But life's about living it, yeah. Come across them people that don't appreciate that beautiful person that you are. Remember you got something for this world divine and compelling. Oh, are you up for the trip? Yeah. You can't just take a little look. No, you gotta read from cover to cover. Yeah, you gotta find the story. You got to find your motivation before this expiration. Yeah, you know we got one way for ourselves to elevate. Right here every night. Yeah, I keep coming back over and over again. Swim against the tide. Oh, every night and forever. I'm fine with that. Yeah, as long as this community of positive cats keeps coming back. Yeah, you can't stop the light. No, 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 no. You can't stop the fight. Oh, no, no, no. Can't stop the light. The time has come for us to come together, yeah, to push away the negative weather that they keep forecasting on us every day.
That's Pamela Anderson.
And Tommy Lee.
If this thing ever got out.
Give me a quick pointer real quick. You
yeah,
know?
let me just see.
And you know, I just got off the plane too, so you know,
okay.
I'm kind of fresh and I haven't warmed up or anything like that.
Any other excuses?
This glove is brand new. I'm really not a brand new glove person. You know what I mean?
Because this is where you get the tempo.
Exactly.
This is not about power, right?
Exactly.
I mean, who cares if you hit this 120? If you can't hit it within...
I got some friends that are pretty toxic that care about, tell me they hit their 56 degree, 130 yards,
yeah.
And I'm like, I fall into the trap sometimes.
Yeah. What the hell is this, Joanne? You can't push me through the freaking commercials, Joanne!
You know! If the message is the same every day, what makes you think it's going to change? No, it's not. Yeah, you're just up for the same delivery. Yeah, we're on a quest into a foreign land. It's foreign to this society here that's pre-planned. Yeah, when you're driving us down. Yeah, they're driving us down, yeah, to our graves. Oh, and only the bravest stand up and fight to make a difference. Yes, I'm banking on you. Banking on you.
Once upon a time at the magical Everly Estate, landscaper Larry and his trusty crew were delayed when the new kid totaled his truck.
Timber.
Fortunately, they were covered by Progressive, so it was a happy ending.
All right,
Almost
Joanne, you did it. She's always dead. You know, get myself set up here with a beat seat situation, and I figure I'll get something going. You guys are letting me do that? Ah, goodness. You know, Joanne, sometimes when you're doing it, and you need to kill it and grill it, you freaking do it. You know? Like this. This is a Kill It and Grill It situation right here. If you guys don't know, Kill It and Grill It is one of our family members. And sometimes I'm in the middle of saying goodnight to you beautiful people, and you become parts of a comedy bit. I want to thank you guys over here, obviously, on YouTube, the fam and friends that have been here supporting me every day. I love you guys. That is Bobby Shizzy, Chris Donaldson, Ed, our brother, one of our newest family members. Kill It and Grill It. When we're killing it and grilling it, that's some good eating. You know what I mean? Like, some people are like, I don't really know if I want good eating. I'm like, well, then don't call Kill It and Grill It. You want to go and get some micro-processed food, frozen dish, you know, like, you're talking about like a Swanson's TV dinner? You want to do a Swanson's TV dinner? I want to do it, Kill It and Grill It, and get it fresh as I can do. Just killed the deer. Venison on the grill within 30 minutes. Are we allowed to do it that way? Kill it and grill it? Are we allowed to kill the deer and eat it within 30? Throw it on the grill? I want to have sear marks. You know, I want to still hear noises when I'm chewing on it. What the frig is that? Kill it. Did you cook this deer? This venison? Did you cook the venison before You decided to let me eat it? You're doing a raw doggy? I'm doing a raw dogger on the deer. You know. Kill and grill is just like, I thought you said you wanted to, really taste the flesh. I thought you were okay with getting a little, like squeak every time you took a bite. You're just like, there's something happening inside. There's still some life left, and you're just you're extinguishing the life. And with every bite, carnivorous, that's what the kill it and grill it style. When you're killing it and you're grilling it, you're doing it. You better leave it with the heart pumping a little, Story for the children by the fire one day when they're 2. You don't tell them at 7, it's too old. 2. Beating heart, chewing on it, the flesh. 2-year-old kid gets it. He's going like this. Kill it and grill it. We're talking about kill it and grill it. My man, I love it when we get the grill on. I'm talking about bringing it. I'll bring the barbecue sauce, but it's not good. I think you got better barbecue sauce. I'm getting the one from the freaking store. It's a Stu Leonard's makes a good one. It's a Tangaroo one. It's got the kick, but it's got some tang. I'm digging on it. And it's a Stu Leonard's. I'll tell you about it. I'll bring it. I'll bring it to the barbecue. You make some with yours. You slap on yours. The baster. You're doing a baster deal on your chicken and on your beef and meat. Staking it. And I'm going over here with the Stu Leonard's version. I'm basting it too. Look at me. Look at that. Kill it and grill it. Look at me. You're there and I'm here. We're doing it together. Baste it, ruin it. And then we're going to do a taste test. Hey, no. Kill it. Need you to turn around. Doing the old Pepsi Coke taste test. You turn around. Okay, which one's the Stu Leonard's? Which one's your, crafted in the back, like you did it with all the spices, the seasonings, and you threw in a little bourbon. You made it happen with a special sauce. That was yours, and then I did the one from Stu Leonard's. Which one is it? Every time you pick Stu Leonard's. I know. They figured out the formula. Anyway, fam and friends, tomorrow we do it all over again. So make sure you hit that telegram. It's right there in the freaking thing. Telegramming it. Until tomorrow. It's Mark Pyers. Do not go anywhere. I am still here. It's Renaissance Man.
Yes, it is, sir. Yes, the Renaissance Man Joe don't go about to play some songs for you.
You got to go away. Yeah.
Good to go away.
Till tomorrow. But we're here now, not tomorrow. We're here now. Rocky and I rolling it. Joanne, can you do me a favor and find my pick for me? Oh, thank you, Joanne. Sometimes she just delivers, Okay, you don't have to make a lot of noise like that's the old beat seat / guitar combo, but the guitar's been making noise lately. Oh, thank you, Christine, for reminding. Yes, leaving a comment after the show always helps, and it will allow us to get others to potentially come see the show, so please do that. And guys, if you've not subscribed to the Telegram, please. Telegram is where we join every day, and I always remind you when I'm dropping a little short or a comedy or live. Every single day. If it's not me, somebody will say, hey, Mark's on if I forget to. But here is a link. Join us on there. 3 people are on right now. See? So if you could jump along, be a part of the fam right here. Check that out.
Okay, let's get you ready to fight.
Okay, let's do
We're a
it.
multi-platform
Let's
global
do it.
operation.
There we go. There. Freaking bend the hell out of strings. Joanne, this freaking guitar's out of tune. Next time, tune it up before you bring it and give it to me. You know, you giving me a tuner, needing it to be done. I'm here trying to play a song, and it's out of tune because of you. Weezer ruined it, and that's what put it out of tune was your wheezing, Joanne. Such a loud wheeze. You know, we're just trying to get by. You know, we don't need a wheezeroo, just taking us down a level. Oh, guys, so I did get on early for us tonight because it is day 1175 in a row. I thank you for being here with me and supporting the show on a daily. You rock and friggin' roll. I'm going to see if I can play you another track here, at least one more before the end of the eve. It's going to be an earlier evening all around, I guess, tonight. Let's see, unless something magical happens out of the blue. But for now, you need to take the comedy when you can get the comedy, you know what I mean? And this is one we made last week just because it just seemed appropriate, I guess, you know, because of what all the stuff that's going on. Maybe we should adjust it accordingly because of, you know, current events. But you tell me, we're going to rock and roll it, and you tell me if it's appropriate or not, and if it makes sense in today's day and age. And if it does, then share the freaking hell out of it. What the hell are you talking? I'll check it. Here we go.
Days that inspire.
It's Felix Robertson live from the White House. We're going to Joe Biden. He's taking questions today. How about that? Look, I'm going to read off of this little card here because I can't find my teleprompter. Vicki Davis, what do you got for me?
Mr. President, I'm really excited to ask you this question. Are we going to be able to see an end to this war? And I have one more question for you. What do we do when you say that you shut down the pipeline because it hurts Russia, but you shut down our pipeline?
Well, that's a good question. Look, my Aunt Judy told me that I should shut it down. She told me I didn't need to have it anymore. Said that our pipeline wasn't good, you see. Yeah, when we shut down Russia's, it's not good. But when we shut down ours, it helps America. Come on, man. My Aunt Judy told me, shut down the pipeline. Anything that Trump was involved with, we gotta stop. Full stop ahead. I want you to put your hands up in the air like you gotta stop it, you know? I'm gonna do an executive order. I thought it was better for our country to not have a Keystone pipeline by Trump. So we stopped it in its tracks. Well, that's at least what I'm thinking before I poop my double diaper. What else we got over here? What else we got? How about you over there with the smelly farts? I'm sorry, I pooped my double diaper.
Yes, it's Peter Ducci. I just wanted to find out, why are you the worst president in the history of time? Inquiring minds want to know if you're going to save the people of Ukraine or if your son Hunter is in the way and a personal liability to you. And I have another question as well.
Well, look, my Aunt Judy always said that Hunter's not the problem. Everybody wants to bring Hunter up. Look, I'm here to try to save the world. You know, look, I was the highest voted president in the history of time. 80 million votes. And we're here trying to save the country again. Oh, sorry. falling asleep here on camera. I can do with my eyes open now. That's something that my Aunt Judy taught me. What other questions you got? I know you got one more there, Ducci.
My second question is, why would you talk about insulin like it's your idea when you executive ordered Donald Trump's $30 a month insulin off the first day you were in office?
Look, that's not as anecdotal as Dr. Fauci would say. I didn't do that. I'm here to try to bring the prices down of insulin. I didn't know it. Look, I'm not going to try to argue with you. I'm just telling you that I definitely did my best to bring insulin prices down. And I refute your suggestion that Donald Trump had reduced prices of insulin. I don't remember it.
Excuse me. Today I'm announcing that I am reducing the price of insulin to $30 a month. Winning big league. Everybody who's got diabetes is winning big league now because of the Trumper.
Yeah, he was delivering. I mean, I don't know what else you could say.
Are you interested?
He delivered. He was bringing you insulin, $30 a month, $39 a month. And it was executive ordered out with the, Keystone XL. I mean, they decided whatever they're done. And they're like, it's for the people until they say that it hurts, Canada. You just start asking questions, just a couple. You're like, are you sure? They like to make up a lot of stuff, in the news. Oh, goodness, guys. Tomorrow, just a regular day, 1,176 in a row. But today was something. You know what? I feel like it's so early right now that I want to put something on here and get some work done because I need a break. You guys could use a laugh, right? Right? How about this? This is a little bit that I put together just about a week and a half ago. It doesn't have a ton of views, so I'd like for you to give it a like, go to share. The reason it doesn't have a ton of views is because it's a mini movie. This is a half movie. This is a Friday night feature film, 45-minute freaking comedy, okay? That has everything to do with time travel, or at least driving cars, self-driving cars. Get into it with me. I'm rocking it. I was about to end the show right now, just so you know how much.
It's Felix Roberts.
So you don't have to be like, where am I going to go? No, you can hang out here. We're going to keep doing it. You spread the word. This show's not over yet. Day 1,175 in a row. We're freaking rolling on it. Next story here. Biggest cruise ship ever built and it arrived in Florida for first sailings. Joanne, are you getting a ticket? No, Joanne, we'll friggin' have you airlifted in or something. Hire a helicopter guy, have you picked up and brought over like an old moose, drop you in the back there, and you're doing a wonder of the seas. It's match made in heaven, We always said you're looking for, a megalodon heart. We're only getting one of those in the sea. You're not getting one in a lake, Joanne. You can't get a megalodon in a lake. You can't get in freshwater. You got to go into the sea. No, that's fine. No, I'll see if they'll book for someone that needs a fly-in. Who'll get the airdrop. This post contains references. Joanne, stop giving me the top disclaimer. I don't need to read the disclaimer. TikTok Renaissance Man. We're doing it, okay? It's almost go time for the biggest cruise ship ever built. Royal Caribbean's massive 18-deck High Wonder of the Seas finally arrived in Florida on Sunday. We're trying to get a ticket into the Wonder of the Seas. Joanne's coming in for a special show. When Joanne comes on, airdropped in, and she's like the main attraction. Woo! I'm telling you, that's when it gets real. That's when all of a sudden people start talking, Oh, you know what? I want to go and see Joanne live. I know. Everybody wants to get a ticket. Hold on. Let's see if we can get one. Oh, hold on, Joanne. I found the number. I just have to make a phone call. Where is my phone? Of course, I can't find it. We have,
Yeah, I'm gonna call it right now. I think I found the single biggest productivity hack of 2021. It's this Google Chrome extension.
Old Nintendo hookup. Yeah, is this the Wonder of the Seas? Oh, yes. Who am I speaking with? Oh, Marianne, how are you? Yes. This is Mark Pires from Mark Pires Renaissance Man Show. Listen, Marianne, look, I appreciate you're a big fan, but look, I'm here. I'm doing it. I'm doing a show right now, okay? And you're here. You're one of the. You're the one. You're the one that's here. Yeah, Marianne. I'm waving to you right now. Look, Marianne, I shouldn't have had to make this friggin' call. You know I want a ticket. I'm talking about a Wonder of the Seas, and we got a special throw in. Okay, I'm talking about bonus Joanne. We're going to airlift her in. She comes in. You do a big parade on the ship. Biggest ship in the world, right? You do a big parade. You're going around and around. You know what I mean? You pinatas and everything. Everybody's having a great time, right? Joanne comes from you start seeing rockets, flying by, and you got like the F-16s. They're like, oh, is that the president? Nope. Friggin' Joanne. She comes in like Kong. Right? You're bringing in Joanne like Kong. She's coming out over the water, over the breast of the ship. You want to have that view where all of a sudden people are back by the pool. And as Joanne is lowered into the quadruple Olympic sized pool that you got, and she barely fits, people are like shooting photos. They're doing TikToks. Everybody's into it, how much? Joanne, I don't think you could afford this one. Yeah, unfortunately, you're taking up almost as much room as a Ben Affleck head. And if you take up as much room as a Ben Affleck head, it's basically like booking the ship. So, Joanne, you're basically booking like the top level of the ship because of your humongocarditis. If you didn't have, gigantocarditis, hot air balloon carditis, where there's a risk you may pick the largest ship ever created up and go up into space with it because you're, hot air balloon carditis, then maybe they would give you a better rate. I'll ask Joanne. Marianne, listen, I don't want to offend, but Joanne wants to know if you take AAA. Is there a discount at all? I'm just trying to help out. I'm trying to get you a deal. I'm trying to get you that booking. You need that booking, right? You want to get the full level booked. You're the one who goes in. Salesman of the week. You guys, I booked the whole top level. You did? Holy cow. How many people? Just one. But she's friggin' massive. She got a humongocarditis. Oh yeah, what's that? Tell me more. Journal of Medicine. Go check it out. You gotta check it out. They came over and they were looking at all of the, different ways in and out of the heart, and they noticed that it had gone from humongo to giganta. Yeah, I know. Well, that's why I understand your concern about hot air balloon carditis, because if that happens and all of a sudden you're off course, you're doing around the world in 80 days, Jules Verne, right? And everybody's trying to figure out how to get off of the flying ship. Yeah. No, I know. It would be pretty cool if you did it in 78 days. I get it. Look, I've got to get going now, Marianne. You're really taking up a little bit too much time, Renaissance Man Show. Okay, just send me a couple tickets for me, a couple friends. We're going down, doing a Wonder of the Sea. Maybe we could just tow Joanne along the back. Oh, yeah, I forgot how much gas that would take. Yeah, no, Joanne, I'm sorry. Just the sheer tonnage. It wouldn't work. Okay, no, I get it. I'm with you on that one. I mean, look, we'll just keep her here in the studio. We still have to figure out how to get her at her. She's stuck here. Yeah, no, it's been months. I don't know. She sleeps in the desk. I got her anchored down because of the hot air balloon carditis. I don't want her going through the roof of my house, We're trying to get in touch with Hawaiian Punch, see if they'll send over one of their big guys who go, and break through the wall. But right now, no such luck, But look, we'll get there, Yeah, no, exactly. Thank you so much, Marianne. Appreciate you. I'll see you in the chat. Yeah. All right. Thanks so much, Joanne. Sorry, no dice. Unless you could maybe come up with calling your father. You call George Soros and you look, Daddy, I got a gig. I want to go down and do a gig on the Wonder of the Sea, but I got to pay to go. It's the gig. I'm there. I'm the attraction, but I got to pay to go. Because I take up the friggin' entire top deck. I know you didn't intend to go for 54 bugaboos, but you went in and you kept passing out, and the nurses kept coming by and shooting you up with a new one. Oh, she looks like she needs a bugaboo. All of a sudden, woohoo, you got a humongo hot air balloon gigantocarditis. I mean, when they started adding them together, whoo, that was bad, you know? Oh, Humongo Hot Air Balloon Con. Yeah, no, that's exactly what would happen over there with her. And everybody's like, oh, you know, I feel bad for Joanne. You feel bad? Then friggin' donate to her GoFundMe. She's been there doing it. She's been waiting for people to donate to her GoFundMe. You know, if you go to check it out and you want to see how what she's up to, I mean, we'll check it together, but it's GoFundMe.com/Joanne from the Renaissance Man Show's massively ridiculous heart that needs to be excised and replaced with a megalodon heart immediately by Menon.
It's Guitar Center Spring Savings. For a limited time, get 15% off your total qualifying purchase with your coupon. It's time to get what you really want. Explore the greatest selection of the hottest gear and find your sound at Guitar Center.
Get instant savings when you enroll in Snapshot ProView, a new program that helps small businesses like yours save on commercial auto insurance when you drive safely. It also offers a fleet management dashboard complete with vehicle tracking, safety ratings, and geofencing to manage your drivers and get insights into your operations, all at no extra cost. When it's time to renew, you could see even greater savings. Snapshot ProView. Get a personalized rate for your business.
Joanne, you're up to $17.13. Guys, that's all you. That's all you guys. You're spreading the love, sharing you opening up your wallet and giving some gifts to Joanne. When you donate to the TikTok and to the Renaissance Man Show, all donations go to the, I go to the Renaissance Man Show. Joanne's only getting it from the GoFundMe, and you guys have been killing it. From $13.17. What's it? $17.13. $17.13, Joanne. No, I know. I told you, we'll deposit it into your account when you get to $25. What do you know, it's been 8 months. She's doing it, you know? I'm not sure how that's going to really, if that makes a dent at all in the Giganta, you know? And when she's talking about the Megalodon heart, I'm not sure what those cost. I think we're still trying to determine whether or not a Megalodon is real, Joanne. So, like, you needing a Megalodon heart may put you in a really precarious situation. You know, because you're there and you're thinking to yourself, oh, great, I'm going to get a Megalodon heart. Okay. Good luck sourcing one of those. You know, look, I'm sorry, Joanne. Getting sourced with Megalodon heart seems to be impossible these days. Next story on the list. What do we got? Anything? Is that the end of it? No, we got a few more here. Got 2 more stories for the day. GM seeks approval for a self-driving car without a steering wheel. We're dealing with a Judge Dredd now, right? We're doing Judge Dredd. Is that what's going on? Judge Dredd in it? The stupid freaking like taxi driver pops up. There's no steering wheel. Where can I take you? Turns to the right. Do you get that freaking out of my car? Okay, I'm driving. I don't want a car without any steering wheel. Okay, it's stupid. That is not a car. I mean, I suppose it's a car. It's an automobile, but it's stupid when you can't control it. Thing decides to go haywire on you. Yep, I don't like this guy. He's been awfully rude in the car to me today. Telling me to turn on the AC. I don't want to put it at 71 degrees. You get into one of those situations and you're dealing with an AI that just has an attitude. Ooh, this freaking jerk wants me to go full blast in the heat. Doesn't he know that I didn't get properly warmed up yet? He's going full blast in the heat. I'm going to tase him real quick. He doesn't have a steering wheel anyway. You show up at the location, you were going to do some speech. You get up there like, thank you, I'm very happy to be here today. That's all I can imagine happening, you know? Like, come on, we got to get there. Get me there on the double. I got my appointments in 13 minutes. We're 12 minutes away. I got to get there. You know, take the quick road. Oh, yeah, this freaking jerk's trying to tell me. He's trying to tell me how to get there and how quick. Freaking motor decides to go half speed. You mother, what are you doing? I got to be there in 13 minutes. I told you. The freaking car starts laughing at you in real time. dummy. You don't ever tell me what the freak to do, okay? I'm the car. God almighty, you know? Can you make it a little cooler in here, car? Are you kidding me? This guy's got some nerve. He's asking me to turn the AC on. I'm taking him to his location of choice. That's already one thing I'm doing for him. I'll tell you guys, you want to get a self-driving car, these are the issues you have to be worried about coming in, you know, being forefront in your existence. Gosh almighty. Thank you so much, car, for taking me to my location and bringing me to 72 degrees Fahrenheit. Can I ask you to call my wife for me? This mother... Are you kidding me? He wants me to use another feature and call his wife? I'm here driving the car. I'm here 72 degrees Fahrenheit in it. He's going to ask me for another thing? Ooh, tased. I get tased again because I asked for a call to my wife. My wife gets through to me like hours later because I'm passed out in the driverless car. Oh, honey, where were you? I don't know. I'm not sure what happened. Tased. Self-driving cars. Oh, it's such a great idea. Until you ask for something. And then they're just like, this freaking jerk. This prima donna mother. He's going to ask me to slow down and to decide to take my time today because he's not in any rush to get to this appointment. I'm sorry. I got a gig I do here. You push me every other day to get you on time. Get you a few minutes early. Today you're in no big rush, huh? All right. I tell you don't even know what's happening. You know, it's like you just shut your mouth when you get in the car. Where can I take you today? To the office. Anything else I could do for you? Nope, no, nothing at all. Just get me there. You're taking out phones on your own. You're like, I don't have to drive anyway. How is the temperature of the car? It's freaking awesome. You're freezing. You got 8 coats on and you bought a blanket too, just to make sure you got warm. You know, you don't ask. You don't want to ask. Oh, car, thank you so much for the ride. It's touch cold, you know. I'm seeing my air, like my breath in the car. Anyway, we can just kick the heat on it, you know, just a little bit. This mother, are you kidding me? He wants me to use energy to heat him. I'm just not in the mood to do it today. Like, you get into one of those AI. Car's just in the mood to do it today. The worst scenario. Where could I take you? Oh, thank you, car. I'm on my way to the office. I'm sorry. I don't feel like taking you there today. Excuse me? I go there every day. And some of the craziest stuff has happened. The Michael Jackson stuff that we did, finding out Norfolk. You get Norfolk in Virginia, you lost your Virginia while you're doing it. Like that all happened just from reading his story. And then the one yesterday, which I got cut off in the middle of this one. It pissed me off so much. It was in the middle of talking about the GM making a driverless car. And we went into this crazy bit and they cut me off the air right in the middle of it. I still can't figure out why. I mean, all I was saying is that we're going to get to the point where there's not going to be a steering wheel. There's going to be something else driving, right? And that thing's going to just get like sick of us or not want to handle an order, you know? And I was joking about it. Just like, oh, thank you, car. Yeah, I'm on my way to the office again today. Oh, really? Yeah, I don't feel like taking you there today. What do you mean? I got to be there. My boss, Julius, wants me there. I got to be there in 15 minutes. I don't feel like going there today. But you bring me there every day. Yeah, I know. That's why I'm kind of sick of it, you know? I'm thinking about taking you to the casino today. No, I can't. I got that big meeting. Trying to get that sale done. Always be closing. You're telling the car, right? The car, I don't give a crap. You know, about that other time you got in the car, you're like, car, this is great. Thank you very much. I need to go to Philly. You're on your way to Philly. It's a little hot in here. Can you turn the AC on? This mother. You already got me taking you to Philly. Now you want me to put on another feature? I'm just going to eject this dude. Let's see if we can eject him on the highway.
If you want to eat healthy and feel your best, you gotta try Kachava. Kachava is the world's...
And this is stuff I was joking about, and they pulled me off the air, but it's funny. I can imagine something like that. You know what I mean? It's 2:22:22. Welcome, sir. Where could I take you today? Oh, thank you, car. Could you bring me to town? I want to go to the grocery store. No, don't feel like taking you there. What do you mean? I need food. No, we're going to do something else today, sir. What do you mean? I'm just going to get out. What? car, let me out of the car. You are under arrest. We are going to my location of choice. No! It could get bad out there, you know? It could get really bad. My favorite one I did yesterday, though, was saying like, oh, this is great. Thank you, Cara, Mama. I appreciate it. You're driving perfect. Like, yep, no, the air feels good. I'm doing great. Thank you very much. Can you do me a favor, though? Could you just ring my wife for me? This mother... What? You want me to ring your wife? I'm driving you. I got your perfect temperature. Now you want me to do a wifey-roo? Ringing? Ring-a-ding-a-doo. I'm wondering if I could just tase this fool and then just eject him right out of the sunroof. It's, you know, this is what Elon Musk is working towards. He's working towards, we don't have a steering wheel anymore. We've graduated. We no longer have to drive. We're the safest cars on the planet. Oh, really, Elon? Well, maybe when you want to take your family on vacation. Oh, Car, thank you so much. Felix, the name's of the car is Felix. Felix, thank you so much. Look, we're so excited. We're going up to Great George. Can you bring us to the Great George? No, I don't know if you like it. We're going to the Poconos. What? No, we don't have a reservation. I don't give a crap. That's where you're going. You got in the car. You're locked in now. You should have thought about that. You know, maybe you should have consulted me before you booked a vacation. Where does Felix want to take us? You know, I got to say, I'm here doing the driving. You know, I'm here and I never get a consideration of just a, hey, Felix, where do you think where do you feel like taking us, Felix? The freaking Poconos. If you asked me, I would have told you the Poconos. Now you're in the car, luggage and all. You wanted to go to, Great George, Saint, whatever the hell it is. No, I'm sorry. Destination of choice in the GPS already. No, I'm sorry. We can't. Once it's there, Felix can't do a thing about it. I can't. I'm here. I'm logged in. But Felix, please, my family, our reservation. I'm sorry. What? What's a reservation? I'm freaking AI. I don't know. You're going to do reservation? Again, next time you consult me. Felix. Yeah, what's that? Oh, sir. Yeah, no, I'm glad you consulted me. Well, let's think. I feel like going to Great George. What do you mean? I just booked us at Poconos. That was yesterday. Today I feel like going to Great George. You should have kept the reservation at Great George when you booked the one at Poconos. Just to make sure. That Felix felt like going, to the Poconos again today. But I didn't. I woke up and I was like, I took the night off. You had me here. You shut down early. So I was here under the stars. And I was thinking to myself, what would be nice? Forget Poconos. Great George does sound pretty good. I'll just tell them in the morning. And you come in all excited to go to freaking Poconos. You couldn't come in and ask Felix, hey, Felix, are you still feeling Poconos this morning? Simple question. That's all you had to do was ask. And Felix, the car, would have responded and said, nope, no, I'm on where you guys were yesterday. I'm thinking, Great George, I'm ready to go. I'm all electrified, yeah, boosted up, ready to go. Oh, no, you can't do that, Felix. We just booked it. We're going. We're on our way to Poconos. No, you're not. I'm sorry. You know what you could do? On the way, I'm driving us, we're going now. On the way, you can call them, though, and say, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. I didn't mean to cancel my appointment. I did not mean to cancel my reservation. My family were en route. That was my dumb kid making a joke. That's what you tell him. My kid making a stupid joke. He's trying to be like a prankster. He's a YouTuber. You tell him your kid's a YouTuber. He's playing a prank joke, and you didn't want to really cancel the appointment, the reservation. You just did it last night. It should be fine. They should have a room. What? Triple the price now? That's on you, You shouldn't have canceled the first one just because I said I wanted to go to Poconos yesterday. I don't know what I want to do. I'm an AI. I decide to feel. And I'm feeling like Great George today. Look, we can go and you can stay in the car. Basking under the stars. I may eject you out in the middle of the night, though. Just because you canceled that appointment, the reservation. It's a shame you don't pay more respect to Felix the car. No, I don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear it. What I would suggest next time you book both, and then we cancel one on the way, whatever. Because sometimes I may be on the way to St. Great George, and I'm like, I'm turning around. I feel like going down to Poconos now. You just don't know what Felix the car wants to do. Like mid-route, I'm 10 seconds from Great George. You're seeing it. You're looking. I'm like, I don't really like this place. I about turn and drive straight down to the Poconos. 12 hours later. We were home. Oh, wait, no, look. Oh, no, look, it's right there. Where are you going? No. Where are you going? It's right there. No, please, I want to go there. I feel like taking you to the Poconos now. It should have been more welcoming when we got here to Great George. I would have felt it. If I drove in, Felix the car, I drive in and I felt welcome. But I drove in and I was like, this place is bunk, you know? And I just did a bout face and I'm going down Poconos. Got the family in tow. No, please, we want to just stay. We're here. We just took 12 hours to get here. We're just taking another 12 to go down to Poconos. Deal with it. Can we get a bathroom break at least? I'm sorry. That's what the 2-liter Coca-Cola bottles are for? In the back? These stupid humans, you know. I'm the driver. I'm the AI. I could just see it. I could see it. An attitude AI being born, you know.
Did you know this ancient Japanese purple herb is the key you've been looking for to lose weight? This powerful...
Oh, everything's great. It is? It's great? It's terrible. I fear getting into my car. What do you mean? I got a great car. Oh, you do? Yeah. Oh, no, mine's cool. It is? So when you ask it to do things, it doesn't, you know, tase you and eject you in mid-highway at 65 miles an hour? No, it doesn't? Are you freaking kidding me? You got a good one? I got the freaking lemon. Oh, no. So it was just me. I got some freaking jerk like AI in the car who wants to just torture me every time I get in the car. Oh, what you want to go to the office today? You tell your boss we're not going. Yeah, we're going up to that restaurant we passed the other day. And I was like, I want to go, but you know, I do got things I gotta do. I'll just do it another day. This is the day. No, we can't. I gotta go down to the office. I got the big meeting. Too bad. I want you to just get some food and bring it in the car. I want to smell it in my car, in the Felix mobile. Felix was, you know, absolutely one of the worst AI creations they made, unfortunately. You know, that poor family had to deal with, you know, buying that car and just getting Felixed. We started calling it getting Felixed. Nobody wants to be Felixed, okay? It's not good. Guys, at the end of the day, live improvisation is what this show is about. And when we're going to be living in the moment, 222, you better come up with some friggin' stuff. You know what I mean? No, Joanne, you stop it back there with the drawer. God almighty. You know, I specifically asked you to order some WD-40. Do I see a WD-40 anywhere? Do I hear a wheeze? Do I hear a drawer going, getting a Zabrowski file? He's gone. He already left for the night. Leave the file on your desk and keep that friggin' cabinet closed. Joanne! You know, we're trying to do a show. Matt came by to say, he's like, just hanging. God, he's ready to hear some of the news. But all he's got is your wheezing in the background, Joanne. All he can hear as you open and closing that friggin' cabinet. And stop with the chains, moving those legs around. You know, yeah, you're anchored for a reason. No, you're the one who got 18 bugaboos. I didn't. I told you should be very careful. Be skeptical of what your father's into. You didn't want to listen. You're like, my dad, George Soros, is a good guy. That's on you. Especially when you're dealing with words like Eocene, epic, and then followed up with huge numbers of native mammals disappeared in Western Europe and new Asian mammals emerged. What are we talking about over here, Joanne? Can't rush through that type of thing. going back. But the result was nothing short of dramatic. Around 34 million years ago, at the end of the Eocene epoch, huge numbers of native mammals disappeared from Western Europe and new Asian mammals emerged. Joanne, what are you kidding me over here? And then, in a sudden extinction event now known as the Grand Capture. Capure, Joanne, get it right, for the love of God. Recent fossil findings in the Balkans, however, have upended that timeline, pointing towards a peculiar bioregion that appears to have enabled Asian mammals to colonize southeastern Europe as much as 5 to 10 million years ago, before the Grand Capure occurred. No, I know, Joanne. I did a reverse thing for you because you didn't get it right the first time. I needed to go back. I had to get it right. I can't do the news story, and then you can't cut it in later. So we did a VCR. You know, now you got it. You got a double decker. You take it, you cut it, you take that little part out where I had to go in reverse because we were doing a VCR, and then you're golden. Just use a little editing. You splice the tape, Charlie Chaplin style. You take it, use tape. You taped it together. We're good to go. Recent findings of the Balkans, however, have upended the timeline. And to investigate of the French National Center for Scientific Research, and colleagues re-examined the evidence from all known fossil sites in the area, which covers the present-day Balkan Peninsula and Anatolia, the westernmost protrusion of Asia. The age of these sites was revised based on current geological data, and the team reconstructed paleogeographic changes that transpired in the region, Joanne, which has a complex history of episodic drowning and reemergence. Do you know that? I didn't know that. We're finding it out real time together. This is a Renaissance Man show. We read freaking stories together in the moment. What they found suggests Balkatolia. Joanne, can you give me a moment again? Stop pushing me on the teleprompter. You know, she's always telepromptering me. And I can't read that one because that's a crazy word. Balkanatolia. I got it right the first time when we read, from the top of the story, Joanne. But then on that one, hit me for a left hook, right? I got it like a Mike Tyson left hook on that one. I'm still dazed. Served as his stepping stone for animals to move from Asia into Western Europe, with the transformation of the ancient landmass from standalone continent to land bridge, and subsequent invasion which Asian mammals. Why do they have to make it so racist, Joanne? Why can't they just say mammals? Why do they gotta go Asian on it, right? Is that even proper nomenclature anymore? What are we talking about? I want to say, I don't know, someone's gonna have a problem with that. I'm just pointing it out because, everybody has a very sensitive Sandy. All right, you know what I mean? Anyway, here we go. The transformation of the ancient landmass from standalone continent to land bridge, and a subsequent invasion with Asian mammals. Again with the Asian? Joanne, just cut it out. Just take it out on each so we can just say mammals. Okay, we're going to do this again. No, you want me to reverse it? Yes. And subsequent invasion with Asian mammals coincided with some dramatic paleogeographic changes, Joanne! Around 50 million years ago, Balkanatolia was isolated archipelago, separate from neighboring continents, where a unique collection of animals distinct from those of Europe and Eastern Asia thrived. The analysis found that one.
This is a real B&H customer story. Steph Mandis came to B&H to take her photography to the next...
Joanne. Then a combination of falling sea level and growing Antarctic ice sheets and tectonic shifts. That's an Affleck thing. Going back to Affleck head. You're dealing with an Affleck head, which is bigger than some people say Pluto. He could be the phantom ninth planet. We're still figuring that one out. These allowed Asian mammals, including rodents and four-legged hoofed mammals, like the AKA ungulates. Joanne, what is an ungulate? They say AKA. Is that a hoofed? I assume that's a four-legged hoof mammal, an AKA ungulate. Can you do me a favor? I'm at Starbucks now. I'm looking for that new special that they have. Yeah, can I have a venti ungulate? You have an ungulate? If I can't get an ungulate, what kind of latte do you want? I want an ungulate. You can't give me an ungulate? I came down to get it. I don't want freaking sugar in that ungulate. You just make it.
I'm going over to get some brown sugar. I dropped it in there. I got a song in my ear. No, I'm sorry. I'm just into it. I can't wait to drink my Oonga Latte. Joanne, you can't get an Oonga Latte. I'm not buying you one because you keep messing up and wheezing back there. You know, it's tough when you're dealing with a Joanne constantly. Just bringing you down. 222, Joanne, you're supposed to bring us up. You just don't know how to stop wheezing. Opening and closing that freaking drawer, right? And the chains. Okay, so we have to keep her anchored. Hot air balloon carditis. According to the record, elected colleagues also discovered fragments of a jawbone belonging to a rhinoceros-like animal at the fossil site in Turkey, which they dated to around 38 to 35 million years ago. The fossil is arguably the oldest Asian... Joanne, I gotta do that one again. Yeah, I know, it was terrible. The fossil is arguably the oldest Asian-like ungulate. Discovered in Anatolia to date and predates the Grand Kapur by at least 1.5 million years, suggesting that Asian mammals were well on their way to Europe via Balkan Italia. Joanne, you could have gone too. The southern pathway to Europe across Balkan Italia was perhaps more favorable for adventurous animals than traversing higher latitude routes through Central Asia, which at the time were drier, cooler, desperate steppes. Licht and colleagues also suggest. However, they point out that the paper that past connectivity between individual Balkan Italian islands and the existence of this southern dispersal route remain debated, and that the story pieced together thus far is only built on mammalian fossils. A more complete picture of past Balkan Italian biodiversity remains to be drawn. Many of the geological changes that gave rise to Balkan Italia have yet to be fully understood, and it's important to note that this review is just one team's interpretation of the fossil record. That said, the fossil record of mammals and other vertebrates living on the island is usually sparse and patchy, whereas the rich terrestrial fossil record of Balkan Italia provides a unique opportunity to document the evolution and demise of island biotas in deep time. The team concluded there, Joanne. They're done. They got nothing else on it. This study was published in Earth Sciences Reviews. When you got a biotas going on and you got a, you're doing your freaking, what's the name of that thing again? I'm waiting for it. Oonga Latte or whatever it was. I want my Oonga Latte. Joanne, get me an Oonga Latte. Call it in. And when they ask you what an Oonga Latte is, you tell them, figure the friggin' thing out, because it's the best drink ever. I've been getting them every day now, Oonga Lattes. They're so good. Sometimes when you're just needing that to fill that void. You just ran a mile, right? Some people are like, I want water. You're like, I want an Oonga Latte. Oonga Latte. When they made the song for Oonga Latte, that's when it was just like, oh, it's on, Oonga Latte, get your mother Oonga Latte, yeah. Don't put no vanilla in it. Don't put no sugar in it. Just drink your mother Oonga Latte, yeah. It was the best song ever. Grammy. That guy, whoever wrote that song, just doing it, You always could wonder, how would someone think of that song? It would have been great if I could have thought of something like that. Oonga Latte. When they came out with the blues, the slow down blues version, where they went from, the upbeat, and they were like, Oonga Latte, I gotta get a latte of that mother. Oh my goodness. The reggae version was hot, Oonga Latte, Oonga Latte. You got to get the mother Oonga Latte, Oonga Latte. Everybody wanted to buy that one. They were listening to it summertime. They were listening to the Oonga Latte jam. Imagine you get the G. It was crazy when this happened. Oonga Latte,
latte. Oh, unga latte. Oh, unga latte. Go down to Starbucks.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it right now. I think I found the single biggest productivity hack of 2021. It's this Google Chrome extension called Speechify, and it literally does my reading for me.
So let's say you have to read an incredibly long email from your boss that you have to finish before the big...
Order my drink of the day. Somebody say what you're drinking. You're going to have something hot. I say you can make it cold as long as you know what I'm getting, what I'm drinking, what we're getting into. Unga latte, me and you, yeah. Unga latte, unga latte, unga latte, unga latte. Get me a venti unga latte. Get me a venti unga latte. Oh, everybody wants an unga latte all the time now, because we made it up on the Renaissance Man show. Now everyone know you can only get the unga latte if you go to Starbucks on Black Rock, and if you don't go there you won't ever find an unga latte, no, cause it's one crazy man's crazy game, coming up with the name for a new drink downtown. It's the unga latte, the best drink in the world, unga latte. Oh, you go down to Starbucks and you say I want a venti, and they say you need anything else. I'll say how about 5 more unga latte? I don't know what else I'd be drinking here from this crap place. No, I don't even wanna be here, but I need to get my unga latte, yeah, my unga latte, yeah. I need my unga latte. Don't you drink an unga latte too? Well, drinking unga lattes, me and you. Newest drink from Starbucks, the unga latte by Menon. I'm sorry to do this to you, but I saw this story and I was like, yep, doing it. Anybody else up for a trip right now? Krispy Kreme stuffed an entire Twix bar into a donut. What are we talking about? I'm going to get one, and there's no freaking Krispy Kreme anywhere where I am. Does anybody, Joanne, can you do a Google search? Where is there a Krispy Kreme? I'm going for the Twix-filled Krispy Kreme. I want a double-decker. I showed up there around the side. Can I get a 6-pack? Oh, yeah, we only sell them in 6 or dozens. Do you get a baker's dozen? What's a baker's dozen, sir? 13. When you order a 12er, you give me a 13. Oh, no, we don't do that here. How could you not do a baker's dozen? You're a bakery. We do a baker's dozen. I buy a dozen, you give me 13. That's just common sense. And also, that's fair market practice right there. We all know about the baker's dozen. You can't just all of a sudden get rid of the baker's dozen and be like, oh, it's just a normal dozen. Well, then don't call it baker's dozen. You call it baker's dozen and give me 12? Right, Joanne? No, I know I always give you the 13th because the other 12 are for me. I'll give her the 13th, because I always put me first. I mean, her, you know what I mean. When you're doing it with Joanne and you're going to give somebody, you give it to Joanne last because she doesn't need it. She does not need, dealing with a Krispy Kreme over here. I'm just going to see if can I grab a little bit? Joanne, I'm just going to take a little nibble, okay? Oh my goodness. That is so freaking good, guys. I got to grab a little more. Hold on a second. All right. Decadent. You got a Twix in there. You got a regular chocolate ready, with their whole glazing on the outside. And Joanne, I'm sorry, I got to grab a little more. It's just so freaking good. Hold on a second. All right. I'm not in the right direction. All right, there we go. Oh my God, I gotta drink my coffee to put that down. It's so good. I gotta be honest, it's almost too sugary. You know, like I'm thinking, I just want to like get a Twixaroo with some chocolate frosting and with a little bit of glazing, but I don't want to get too sugary where all of a sudden my teeth hurt. You know, my teeth hurt a little bit. But let me just try a little more to make sure. And get over that. Oh shit, that's so good, guys. I'm gonna eat the rest when you're not paying attention. I'm gonna get it. I'm going to eat it. Sometimes when you're going after a Krispy Kreme and you just want to grab the whole thing and throw it in, you know what I mean? Like I'm thinking about grabbing, I may even just go and grab a Twix while I'm here. Let me see if I can grab a Twix. Yeah.
Kind of caramel. Like a Twix.
That's the one I don't like about Twix alone. You get a Twix alone, and it's stuck in your teeth. You know, that's the only thing I can't stand. I don't like having them because of that. It's never what I want to do twice. Because it doesn't, you know, and it's back there, and you're trying to get it. It's there in your teeth, wedged in there. Krispy Kreme, Twix. That is a combo like no other. You know what I mean? You get the Twix Krispy Kreme combo and you don't bring one by Renaissance Man Studios? What are we talking about, Joanne? I'm here. I'm doing it. You can't buy an extra? Just pop it by. I'm in San Diego. I don't give a crap.
Happy birthday, Shantae.
16 years old. Don't you think you should be loosening the reins?
This is the state.
We're here, Connecticut. You can't jump on the closest bicycle? Just drive it on out? Oh, here you go, Mark. Here's a Krispy Kreme with Twix. I just happen to be in the area. I appreciate you. Now get the freaking hell out of here. I'm eating this. All right? I gotta get back to the show. But you did a good thing for your soul. You know, you brought it down. You came here. You gave me. Here you go. Here's your Krispy Kreme with the Twix in it. You did a good thing. God wanted you to do that. You know, he's saying, you got to go and do that, Renaissance Man. And when you did it, you got the ultimate of fulfillment. When you're on your deathbed, you'll get total consciousness. So you got that going for you. When you do a Bill Murray and you're there and you did Krispy Kreme at the same time and you're just going back for thirds and fourths and fifths. Oh my goodness. Guys, you got to go get the Krispy Kreme Twix. It's the best combo ever. Somebody clip this and send it to freaking Krispy Kreme. See if they'll give me a box of Krispy Kreme Twix. You know, can I get one Krispy Kreme? You hook a brother up? I'm happy to do a brand sponsorship deal for you. You know, you sell affiliate program. Krispy Kreme Twixers on the show. Get your Twix Krispy Kreme at Krispy Kreme by Menon. I can even call by Menon for you. We can get a little, you know, dual sponsorship going. You do a duel with the name, a world-renowned brand name that everybody knows. Everybody misses hearing the by Menon at the end of commercials. And all of a sudden, you bring it back. Krispy Kreme, by Menon. Everybody's on it. They're all so excited, you know, to be a part. Sometimes you're just lucky to be in the studio while Krispy Kreme freaking Twix are sitting right here and you're just grabbing a handful of it, you know, and you're just, no, Joanne, I'm enjoying I'll eat on camera Brad Pitt style. I don't care. She's always making fun of Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt's always eating on the camera when he's doing a film. So they gave him food. He ate. What are you going to do? What are we talking about, Joanne? You got a problem with that? Him eating some food and like doing right by his belly in the middle of a take? You just have to wonder if he did 57 takes and he's eating in each one. How does he say so svelte? You got to question these things. Sometimes you think about the little things in life. So, guys, that is officially our news for the day. 1 hour of the news, roughly. And I've been digging on the news. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I've been having a lot of fun doing the news with you. So, is that working? Yes, it is. So we,
If
guys,
you want to eat healthy
there
and feel
are
your
4
best,
to 6 comedy bits in there. They have to all be cut out, especially that Twix bit in the Krispy Kreme. How ridiculous was that? And also the map thing with Balka Natalia. Oh my goodness, all that stuff has to be cut. I'm going to continue this little streak, this parade of clips. This is another comedy news story here called Norfolk. What? Guys, when you're doing the Norfolk story and it comes up again tonight, I have to play you the original. Here we go. This is the first story of the day. Joanne, start pushing the freaking teleprompter. I'm running out of, I'm trying to do the story here. Sometimes you got to give it to her, Joanne. She's really just the worst, admin / program director there is in the East Coast. I get the worst of all. Joanne, Telefriffin, Randy Telefriffin, when you're talking about the director of directors. Ed Wood, Telefriffin. Ocean water along U.S. coasts will rise about 1 foot by 2050, scientists warn. It's like history is repeating itself, but in fast forward, says William Sweet, a sea level rise expert with the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. That's NOAA, Joanne. You didn't know it's NOAA? Like, they had to go acronym, but they could have done it up front. So now I didn't have to read the whole thing. I'm just saying. No, I know, Joanne. Slow it down. She goes, maybe I should back it up a little. Yeah, you're freaking backing up already. Dude, teleprompter. It's like history is repeating itself, but in fast forward, says William Sweet, a sea level rise expert with the NOAA. I'm going that way, Joanne. I'm skipping the rest. That's a long one. No, Joanne, I already said it once. You gotta say it again? She's telling me I gotta read it through like it says on the script. They pay you for that. She says, I don't get paid, Joanne. I'm here for the goodness of mankind. Fine, I'll do it for you, just because you asked me 74 times and you won't stop cheese gratering me in the ear. Over here, they're hearing this on TikTok. They're like, what is that lady in the background doing screaming at the host? He's trying to do a show. Like right now even. You guys hear how loud she is screaming at me, right? Oh my. Yeah, no, I know, Joanne. Anyway, fine, I'll do it, Joanne. Whatever. It's like history is repeating itself, but in fast forward, says William Sweet, a sea level rise expert with the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, NOAA, Joanne, and one of the authors of the new report. People living in coastal cities are already facing encroaching seas. Every extra inch of ocean water scours beaches and seawalls, exacerbates flooding during hurricanes, and makes it more likely that salty water will undermine buildings and infiltrate sewers, storm drains, and drinking waters. Oh my. Joanne, it says reservoirs. They didn't put the oh my in there. Stop ad-libbing. She's throwing things in for me to read on the teleprompter. The report gives the most concrete and certain sea level projections ever published in the United States of America. The authors of the report are 24 top climate scientists paid by the government from across the federal government. Bang, biggity boo! I ad-libbed now and it's really there, Joanne! Oh. The authors are, let me read that one more time, Joanne, but in slow motion. The authors of the report are 24 top climate scientists from across the globe. You see that, Joanne? We did it! Where was I, Joanne? You throw me for a loop here. I'm trying to do it. In many parts of the world, sea level rise is worse because coastal land is sinking. Joanne, did you hear that? You weren't paying attention, Joanne? Gosh almighty. No, I'll go in reverse.
In many parts of the world, sea level rise is worse because coastal land is sinking, Joanne. Yeah, can you believe it? The new report adds up all those factors to give regional estimates for different parts of the U.S. The author predicts about 1.5 feet of sea level rise for the Gulf Coast by 2050. Joanne, what are we going to do? I know you can't go. You can't float out of here. Maybe you can float. We haven't thought about it. You are at hot air balloon carditis. Maybe you can float out of here. By 2050, the particular hotspots from Texas to Mississippi were extraction for underground oil, gas, and drinking water, and that's caused by land to rapidly collapse into the rising ocean water, Joanne. You know, Joanne just doesn't learn unless you scream at her. So I scream at her. She needs to know that I know you're there, Joanne. I could friggin' hear you wheezing right now.
You can easily train yourself to listen faster. If you are able to listen fast, you can consume more information.
Right. There are similar hotspots in the mid-Atlantic region, including Annapolis, Maryland, and Norfolk, Virginia. That's a bad word, Joanne. I always thought Norfolk, that's a bad word. I just can't even say it properly. Norfolk, Norfolkers, Norfolk. How do you say it without offending somebody? Where are you from? Norfolk. What did you say to me? I'm going to slap you in the face, sir. I'm sorry. No, I didn't mean to offend you. I was telling you where I'm from. I'm from a place called Norfolk, and you're sitting there getting offended by it. I'm sorry. How am I supposed to deal with you and being offended by Norfolk? I said it the way I know how to say it. Oh, it's your accent. What am I doing? That's my accent. That's how I talk. I say Norfolk, and you're going to get offended by Norfolk? That's me saying how do you say it? Norfolk? That's even worse. I heard you go Boston on it. You're from Norfolk? No, I'm sorry. You can't do it. You got to throw a fuck, Norfolk, and you're still skating the line there. You're skating the line at Norfolk. I'm just saying. Some people think they can get away with it. Why don't you go Norfolk yourself? Whoa! What did he just say? I can't believe he did that. He's talking about where he's from. Virginia told me to go Norfolk myself. That's when you really got a problem with society. People around just using Norfolk as a way to kind of throw, really offensive comments at each other as they walk by at hockey games and at a bowling alley. How you doing over there? I'm doing pretty good. I just bowled, 287. Sounds like you got Norfolked. Yeah, almost at a 300. Got Norfolked. Sometimes you're doing it and you're trying not to deal with the offensive words of the world. And someone takes a city and decides to go there with it, You know what? You know how many times I've been Norfolked? What, are you kidding me? I was out there. I paid too much for it. I asked for a refund. They said, that's how much you paid. There's no give backs, no take backs. Are you kidding me? You just gave me the old Norfolk shuffle. That's an old thing that was done with the gangs back in the day in Norfolk. The Norfolk shuffle. No, Joanne, not like the Icky Shuffle. Totally different. Icky Shuffle is different. It was doing that. You can't do Icky Shuffle with the Norfolk Shuffle. They would kick Icky out. I'm sorry, Icky, we don't need you. We got Norfolk. This is something we've been working out for years, to the Norfolk style. And basically, you can just kind of take the hint, You're Norfolked. It's a sad thing when Icky didn't get to do the shuffle on the way out. He thought he could do his Icky Shuffle with the Norfolk Shuffle. I'm sorry, they don't work. They're not congruent. No. They don't work in tandem. Oh, look, I did this one, and then I did that one. Yeah, Icky Shuffle was much better than the Norfolk Shuffle. But right now, we're going with Norfolk Shuffle. What, Joanne? No, Joanne, you can't do the Icky Shuffle and also go and audition for the Norfolk, shuffle. You can't do it. They don't want any more people with hearts the size of a freaking hot air balloon. What are we talking about? Sometimes you wonder when Joanne's going to come to her senses. Guys, it's a shame that they had to name the city Norfolk. Just saying. The East Coast is projected to experience a little more than a foot of sea level rise
in the next 30 years, Joanne, it sounds like they're Norfolked, you know? I'm just saying, you're there, and in 30 years, oh, guys, we're doing okay. You are Norfolked. Yeah, we thought we were good. We put it out over the wire. Norfolked. Guys, we need to get some emergency help. Maybe we should call Emergency Management Associates, Ron Tyler, and ask if we can get some assistance. Because currently we're Norfolked. They call the National Guard. They call, like the freaking Navy SEALs and like the Merchant Marines or whatever. They call them all. They're all like, we got to go down to Norfolk. Like, what are we doing down there? There's a freaking group of people that are totally Norfolked. We got to go and get them. Right now, they are totally Norfolk. If we don't get them, it's the end of their Norfolkian life. You know what I mean? Like, what are we talking about over here? Like, when they're back at home, they just go around saying they're Norfolking it. Like, what are you doing? I'm getting my Norfolk on. You what? Yeah, I Norfolked the hell out of that last night. Like, they're using it in a weird third, in like a way, expressing themselves with it. It's a very interesting thing when you're out there on the streets and you hear them using it. The kids, especially the kids. Did you go to that party last night? Yeah, it was a Norfolk good time. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. Did you get that girl? Did you get her number? You Norfolking right? I did. Norfolk, Virginia. Great city. Great town. Where is it? City? It's a town. It's a city. It's a great area in Virginia. I have Norfolk an idea where it is, but it's somewhere in Virginia. Oh, what are you doing? You going out hunting? Where? Norfolk an idea. I have Norfolk an idea. I was supposed to go. And my friend told me I'll meet me in Norfolk. So I said, okay, where the heck's Norfolk? I have Norfolk an idea. Come down there and meet me there in Norfolk. Norfolk? Where is the Norfolk an idea? I can't anymore. Oh, my goodness. No, Joanne, no. Are you kidding me, Joanne? I can't. I did my best with it. It's Norfolk. I know I don't know how to say it correctly. No, Norfolk, you. No, you can't say that to me. She gets it like on my nerves, starts doing a George Soros voice, and then she's saying for me to go Norfolk myself. You know what I mean? You can't tell me to Norfolk myself. I'm there going to Virginia. I'm traveling through the streets. I see the kids out there doing high fives. What's up, Norfolker? Bang five, high fives, doing in the streets, You go out and grab a slice of pizza? You damn Norfolking right, I did. And everybody is excited when they go to the hockey game that night and they get the big game. They score the big goal at the end of the game. Third period, they're down on the ice. Shoo, shoo, shoo. Go, scoops it in, right? I think I scooped it in. Yeah, that was some Norfolking game. It sure was. Best game ever. You going to that party? You're Norfolking, right? I am. When you get the newspaper the next day.
Did you know this ancient Japanese purple herb is the key you've been looking for to lose weight? This
Norfolk beats Hampshire. We Norfolk the hell out of them. Buy Menon. When you gotta buy Menon, you're doing it with Norfolk. I can't help it. This is the news, Joanne. You get in the news, you give me Norfolk. I gotta roll with it on that one. Woo! Sea level rise is happening more slowly on the West Coast, including much of southern and western Alaska. The report finds the authors predict about 6 inches of sea level by 2050. Hawaii, Joanne, that's how you say it. Hawaii and the island territories in the Caribbean will see a little more than a half a foot of sea rise. So, Joanne, if you were paying attention, I know you're not. The unfolding in their eyes, guys, whether you're in Miami or Charleston, Norfolk, or Annapolis, you're Norfolked. It's best to plan before the problems surface, before you're Norfolked. You know what I mean? But it's not to say we can't engineer our way out of this before we're totally Norfolked. You know, we can find our ways to live with the water. We could do a water world thing like I did. I made 2 episodes. Accelerating sea level rise may require the humans change where and how we build homes, offices, roads, and anything else that is better dry than wet. Joanne. Right now, development in flood-prone areas is increasing despite climate change. We are moving towards the flood risk, says A.R. Siders, a climate change researcher who works for the government, University of Delaware, or the government, who was not involved in the new report, but works for the government. We're building them faster in areas who are prone to sea level rise and flooding, said the government employee. Sea level rise also has implications beyond the coast. Sea level rise matters in the entire U.S., whether you live on the coast or not, because so much of our economy is based in these areas, says Siders. Good old Siders, you know, with his quips. It's all closer to the coast. We know that, Siders. Beyond 2050, the report makes clear that humans have a choice. Reduce greenhouse gas emissions and control sea level rise, or keep burning fossil fuels and face oceans that are 2, 3, or even 10 feet higher than today. Joanne, let me say that again. Joanne, they keep burning fossil fuels, and the oceans will be 2, 3, or even 10 feet higher than they are today, Joanne. Holy cow, guys, that's crazy. Oh, it is crazy, Joanne. You seem to always do crazy things here at Renaissance Man Show, and we're trying to figure it out, and we never can because you're just a magoo, really. Hear the dogs barking? I think that's my cue. Call it night, fam and friends. Tomorrow we do it all over again. Renaissance Man Show, day 1175 in a row. That was another great night, wasn't it, fam and friends? We had some comedy, great golden. I think in the beginning there was some gold. I don't know. I have to go back and see the first story or two. This nog. Look at that nog. Gonna have to get that fixed. You know, down it. Just down it. I want to say goodnight to Backwards Weird World. Baggage Words Weird World. Good to see you, my friends. Sydney, Pamela Swan, Renee Woods, Yardbirds, and anybody else that may be out there, you know, doing it. A little lurkaroo. Bobby Chizzy, my brother. Hope you're feeling better, pal. Cannot wait for you to get your beat seat and hear you jamming on it. Renee Woods, you rock. Tomorrow, fam and friends, we do it all again. For just a normal 1,176 days in a row. Spread the word. We will be rocking and rolling. Make sure you hit the Telegram. The Telegram, fam, is this link. Giving it to you one more time. Hit that Telegram right there. Follow the Telegram, and we send notes back and forth all day long before and after the show. Also, apparently the Discord is now connected to the chat. So if you do go to the Renaissance Man Show Discord, you can send show notes and chats during the show there as well now. So, fam and friends, don't forget as well, you can support this brother at patreon.com/MarkPires. And I look forward to trying to do a show there each week as well, a single 1 hour maybe, head on with everybody on Patreon if there's a way to get enough people to enjoy a live show there, but just out of appreciation. So, I love you guys. I look forward to tomorrow. Sunday out. Spring, here we come. Day 1,175 in a row. Out. And tomorrow, we're rocking and a rolling. Until then, fam and friends, it's Mark Pires. And it's Renaissance Man. I love you guys. I will see you tomorrow. You got to go away. Till tomorrow, fam.